Yeah, what's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and we got a special one. The iniBuilds A350. Yes, sir, we vibing, Trigger. Welcome to the stream, bro. Callum, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Chomo Cast is in the house. Milo MPB, random video editor, welcome to the stream. Element is in the house. Welcome aboard, guys. Welcome. Oh my God, this plane. I know you guys, those who have been watching the other streams today, from shout out to Captain Canada, V1, EasyJet Pilot, Swiss 001, all the guys who've been streaming this before us today. If you've been watching those streams, you've already seen just how good this plane is, and I'm really excited for you to get your hands on it and to fly it. I think that the community is really gonna like this one. We've been burned a lot. We've been burned, we've been scarred a lot as a flight sim community in the past 6 years. And there's only one thing stopping this A350 from having an explosive release, and that is the iniBuilds servers. I really hope that they have really double down, triple down on their server capacity for tomorrow's release. And for some people, it's actually today, for tomorrow's/today's release. So yeah, so we're back in it. We're doing another flight. We are currently in Singapore Changi for today's flight, headed to Bangkok, Thailand in the Singapore Airlines A350-900. Somebody in chat was asking, is this the 900 or the 1000? The easy way to determine which one is which I just learned honestly this week when I got my hands on this plane, is the 1000 has 6 wheels on each gear. So it's like a second, additional set of wheels back here, and it's a little bit longer, I believe, as well. So that's the main way I know it's a 1000 versus a 900. So yeah, we're currently in drone mode. We are in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 Sim Update 1 beta. I could actually hop out of the drone mode and hop into walk around mode if we want to actually kind of walk around and manipulate some things. Let me go ahead and bring the music down here if I can find my mouse. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to do some walk around mode? Because what have you not seen? I mean, again, there's been a lot of guys streaming this all day long, and I've already posted a video kind of showing basically everything. But do you want me to just get into the flight? Should we just start flying, just go? Or do you want me to kind of do some walk arounds and open up some of the door panels and things like that? Let me know what you think, guys. Not as proportionate as the 900. Are you going to be able to fly with all the stutters? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. People are saying, yeah, do a walk around. All right, of course. All right, one thing I'll do as an X-ramp agent is I'll get the air connected. That's really all we need for the exterior, but we'll do a quick walk around. The reason why I like using the drone mode for the walk around is just a bit smoother, honestly. Like the Microsoft Flight Sim's walk around mode is a bit. It's actually not stuttering. I figured it out. It's actually just like I don't know. It's weird.
Every day.
Castile _ donated $1 through Super Chat.
So we'll do walk around via the. Actually, not first. I'll take it back. Take it back. We're gonna go open up my engine cowlings. I love doing this. I'm gonna open up my engine cowlings. We'll check the oil before we head out today. I don't know if it's carried over from my last flight. We'll find out. We'll open up that there with the ladders and stuff, and then we'll hop into drone camera. All right, bet. All right, let's hop into drone camera now. Yeah, we'll go inside the computer room. I do have the entire cockpit and the cabin modeled, so that is the version we're rocking today. So I'll definitely show you all that once we get to that part. So I'll start from the nose, and let me slow my drone down because it reset apparently. But if you guys have any questions about the A350 or about the iniBuilds A350, how to use it, I posted a bunch of tutorials.
Every day.
OWLZZFS donated $2 through Super Chat.
Owls
Had to
in the
one up
house.
Foz.
Had to warm them up. Hey man, thank you guys for that on my behalf. I really do appreciate that. And Owls, I'm looking forward to you flying this bird too, bro. You're gonna absolutely love this thing. But yeah, we'll make our way down the fuselage. The cargo doors all do open. We just gotta call for ground services for that to actually start to work. We've got our air connected, our AC unit connected. There's a bunch of panels on the bottom you can actually open up. I'm not gonna worry about that right now unless you guys just want to. And I think I set my rotation camera to a little too slow. We'll speed that up. This scenery we're at right now is technically not made for 2024, which might be the reason why it's not performing the greatest. Let's turn it up a little bit more. Yeah, that should be good. Let's do 40. Alright, we got that situated. You were crying inside today, not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I would be too. I would be too. There's the electric engine control units. Like, this stuff you can't see from the walk around mode. You gotta get in the drone to get to this detail. Look at the ribs, man. Like, look at the detail on these wires. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. People were saying, like, hey, is this better than the Phoenix? And I know we're just talking about graphics right now, right? There's a lot of different ways you can, you know, kind of say whether something is better than the other, you know, whether how it flies. XP!
XP72 donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
I appreciate
that.
Had
to
XP.
double up OWLZZ.
Oh, yeah, now's a competition. Thank you guys for joining in the stream and chat. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's hard to one-up Phoenix. And iniBuilds, I feel like, did it graphically and system-wise as well. I mean, Phoenix is one-to-one with the systems on the A320 and 321. And I think that iniBuilds is also one-to-one with the systems in the A350. So, I mean, I think they're equal systems-wise. A350 seems like a bit more complex of an aircraft, but... Oh no, not again!
Every day.
Castile _ donated $2 through Super Chat. Goat.
Appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Again, can't wait for you guys. Save your money, guys. Save your money. You got a plane by tomorrow.
Every day.
What? Midnight
Maverick 737 donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Double it again.
Doubling it, Mavericks in the house, like good to see you, bro. Again, save your money, guys. You got a plane to buy tomorrow. Save your money. Look at this main gear bay, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is nuts. Oh, Owls.
OWLZZFS donated $11 through Super Chat. One up. IWINNN.
With the one up, you know I gotta give a shout out to Owls. Check out his live streams on the YouTube channel. Check out Midnight Maverick. Check out XP72. All these guys are on the YouTube and support their streams. It's whenever they do stream tomorrow, doing their long hauls, whatever they plan to do. But yeah, anyways, detail was crazy on the A350. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's just I'm blown away, man. 100% in the detail of the A350, the 3D exterior modeling. And performance, people are worried about performance, of course. Thank you, Lotto, for being a member. I appreciate that, bro. The legend fly with Lotto. Look at that pipe. Personal space, Blue. Personal space. Personal space. You know what I'm gonna try?
Every day.
Aviation Geek 268 donated $2 through Super Chat.
Chill, guys.
OWLZZFS set the trend.
Can we save this for cruise? But no, seriously, thank you guys. You know what? Let's just get started. I don't want to keep people waiting. All right, battery 1, emergency bat 2, external power. I'm gonna shut up for the sounds. IR1, IR2, IR3. Ground controller, cruise supply. No smoking signs. Emergency exit. All aboard! Thank you for that sub. Welcome to the blue team, my friend. Thank you so much. We are live on YouTube and Twitch and on TikTok. So I'll say thank you to everyone who has joined us today. I really, really do greatly appreciate it. I'm just gonna get a few things set up here in the cockpit, and then we'll go check out the avionics bay or the secret room. Let's go ahead and sim brief import here. We'll go ahead and kill the music and we'll bring the sound. I personally really like the sounds in the A350. I think I did a really good job. It's not like overdone. It's not super exaggerated, but I feel like it's like it's a good mix of realism and cinematic, if you know what I'm saying. That's what I feel like. But we'll definitely, I'm gonna shut up for a few parts so you guys can hear it. We're gonna go with boarding, I guess. Yeah, let's go ahead and get straight to it. Use GSX menu here and we'll start boarding.
Boarding requested.
We'll use Singapore Airlines. That's good. Go to our load sheet real quick. We'll get our sim brief import, and then we'll hit set 0 fuel weight. That's gonna set our payload, and we'll hit set fuel, and that will set our fuel. And then I'm gonna leave this on the OFP page. This is our sim brief OFP, and that's all we need to worry about right now. Let's dive into the FMS just for a bit. Again, we're gonna check out the avionics bay here in just a second. Let me kind of get through. Actually, you know what? Let's get the radio on, or at least the mic on. So to turn it on, we'll hit our VHF 1. We'll spin that to the right to turn it up, and then click it to turn it on. We'll click on call so we can actually talk to it, and then we'll go over here to our intercom, cabin, and PA, and turn all those up because this aircraft does come with its own cabin announcements, and I love it when planes come with their own cabin announcements. Matter of fact, oh, not again, chill.
Ryan Jones donated $2 through Super Chat.
Ryan.
As XP would say, big ups.
Big ups, Ryan. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. And shout out to the legend XP himself for sure, bro. But chill, chat, chill. All right, so what was I? Yeah, we set that up, so now you can actually hear the cabin announcements, and you can actually go on your EFB and you can swap out the language that the cabin announcements is in. So if you want, like, maybe you're flying Emirates and you want it to be Arabic, you can do that. You can have it be Spanish, Portuguese, France. Oh, there's two different Portuguese? Oh, there's Portuguese like Spanish Portuguese, and there's Portuguese like Brazilian Portuguese, which is that's the Portuguese that I know. German, Japanese, Russian. So I'm gonna leave it on English UK because I don't even know like what language they speak in Singapore. I have no idea. So we'll leave it as is. But back to OFP. We got our IRSs aligning, doing their thug thizzle. We'll hop back into the FMS and go to init. We'll take care of business first, and then we'll have some fun in the secret room. All right, so company flight plan request. That's gonna start up. If we go outside, actually, we can see that they are boarding. GSX integration for the win-win for the dub. I can't live without GSX, man. All right, we got our flight plan. Hit received, insert, and there we go. I'm going to get my flight plan up next to me. All right, so you can see right here on IRS, we have another 1 minute until the IRS is aligned. We go back to return, go to departure. Runway is going to be 02 center out of Singapore today. And our SID is the VMR6 Alpha. I'm going to hit the down arrow to scroll down, and we'll hit enter on that one. There we go. We'll hit temporary flight plan, and then we'll go ahead and plug in our arrival into Bangkok, Thailand. If you're just joining us, guys, we are in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We're in the iniBuilds A350 900, headed from Singapore to Bangkok, Thailand. That's the plan today. All right, 02 left is where we're landing. Approach is going to be the RNAV 2 left. That's going to be via Batam. Our star is expected to be the 2 MiG 1 Delta, and our transition for that is going to be Alami. And we'll hit temporary flight plan, and boom, that's done. We'll insert that temporary flight plan. It's going to turn green. We can scroll through that, check if we have any discos, any discontinuities, and we have one here. I already know we actually don't want this manual. I'm going to click on that manual, hit delete, boom, it's gone. Click on discontinuity, hit delete, boom, it's gone, and insert temporary flight plan, and that's all good. We'll double check it on our plan page in a little bit, but for now, let's keep it moving. Back to init, we'll go to fuel and load. So all I gotta do on this page, because I've already done this in my EFB, is click on 0 fuel weight, hit enter, hit enter, hit enter, and then for our flight today, we have 266 souls. 266 souls on board today. Yes, sir. On the Soul plane. Yes, sir. Yes. You know, if you know, you know. We're gonna click on passenger number 266 and enter on that one. Yes, sir. We'll hit back to return. Hold on, we have announcements going on.
Good morning.
I missed it. I always miss it. And I forgot I forgot to close engine cowlings. Imagine boarding a plane and the engine's wide open. I'm like, do I want to be on this flight? Let's go fix that. Let's go fix that. There was one time I was at, where was I? It wasn't my flight. It was a delayed flight. It was a Frontier flight. They were fixing something. Might have been doing an oil change. Who knows? All right, closing that. And walk up the stairs. And so our oil level. Oh, hold on. Why am I zoomed in? Oh, my mouse is tripping. Alright, so we're about just under a half on the oil. But it's a short flight, so I'm not going to change it. Not going to change it. Alright, let's go back inside. It's a little loud out there, too. Okay, what's next? I believe we finished... what we're doing our FMS. I think we finished that. We got takeoff performance. That's what's next. Let's do that real quick. So we go back to our EFB takeoff performance page. We're going to hit sync FMS. That's going to pull all of our data from the FMS into the EFB. Super easy, super simple. We'll hit sync on the weather. Click on that, and we'll actually, I usually do a flex takeoff. We'll do toga today, chat. We'll do toga. We'll hit sync on that, and it will hit compute. And then send that back to the FMS. And all we're gonna do here is hit confirm speeds.
May I see your boarding pass?
And we're done. That's it. That's a wrap. We're ready. So now what we do is basically start the APU up. And as I said, as promised, we will go check out the secret room before we leave. Alright, master switch on. Check the flaps. Check our camera position. Yeah.
Good morning.
Alright, flap is open. Fire up that APU. Take a listen. Sound up, chat. Headphones on. Alright, yo, chat be wildin'. Is this what it's like to stream after dark? You guys know this is not normal. I don't usually stream this late in the evening. Is this what it's like? I kind of like it. Y'all wildin' at night, man. Alright, so we're gonna hop in the outside view. Let me see, we should be able to get to the avionics bay from under here. I want to try this. Is it this one? Is that it? I don't think that's the one. Yeah, that would be under the cockpit. I think that is the door. Yeah, I think that was the door. Let's leave it open. We'll see. We'll go back inside and see if that's the door or not. So yeah, this is one of my, honestly, one of my personal favorite features about this A350, and it's not even really important, but it's just so cool. All right, come with me into my office, chat. Check this out. Okay, yeah, that's broken. That should not be hanging through the thing, but okay. There it is. Welcome to the server room, chat. This is the server that Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 is hosted on. Y'all didn't know that, did y'all? Yeah, it's hosted in the belly of an A350 somewhere. That's why sometimes you get really good FPS, sometimes you get really blurry, you know, mountains and stuff like that. It's because it's being hosted on an A350. Just one single A350. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully y'all don't believe me. But yeah, pretty cool. You can't really click on anything in here, but it's still cool. All that clicking noises you guys heard. Whoa, I just lost all the LOD just now. What just happened? Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just lost all my LOD. But okay, there it's back. That's new. That's the first time that's happened. But yeah, so yeah, this is where all the magic happens right here. All that clicking sounds you guys heard when we started the aircraft, avionics and stuff like that. All the batteries power on. That's what all this is right here. That's what all this is. Pretty accurate, right? So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so we'll head back up to the top. Yeah, it's like fading in and out on me. We'll close that up. And we'll go outside and we'll close the bottom door. So there is a door you can get through to get to it, but I don't know why that second door should open too, that one back there. Yeah, so there's a lot of really cool doors you can open up. This nose gear is pretty detailed as well. Very impressive. Alright, let's go ahead and fly this plane. Chat, let me know if there's anything in specific, oops, sorry, that you want to see. I don't know if I'll show everything. I can. There's nothing I can't show you. There's nothing I'm hiding. I just don't know what you want to see because many of you guys have already seen streams and content and videos on this plane. So I want to show you guys what you want to see and answer questions that you want to get answered. So you can have an educated decision on whether or not you want to buy this plane tomorrow when it comes out. All right, let's go ahead and finish up. We've already finished our FMS stuff. Let's get our clearance. Let's see, let's check, is VTBS online right now? Is that a thing at this time of day? It looks like we do have ATC in Bangkok, but no ATC in Singapore, which is fine because, as you guys know, I love using my AI ATC. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm using AI ATC by Say Intentions. Let me just get my call sign set up really quickly, and we'll be ready to get our ATC clearance. Singapore. We will not be using the AI flight attendants though, since the A350 comes with its own. What is this? Auto? That's different. Alright, cool, I think that's good. Alright, let's go ahead and contact clearance here in Singapore. It's gonna be on actually we'll get the ATIS first, 128.025. Can I just click on that? Will that work? Yeah, that works. I can't hear it though.
Temperature 30.
Let's turn it up.
Dew point 26.
Yeah.
QNH 1014.
1014.
Density altitude 1800 feet. Transition level 115. Arriving and departing runways 02 center.
Yep, I use a Simbri flight plan. Eddie.
02
yep.
right. Advise on
yes,
course
Lynn, this is the
heading,
iniBuilds
altitude,
A350.
and if flight following is requested.
Comes out tomorrow. This is the early access version. This is the latest release build though.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo.
Beautiful. We have information Bravo. Let me see those Bravos in the chat.
Information Bravo.
Let's see.
0230
let's hop over to clearance 119.6.
Wind 020 at 10.
And then ground is expected to be, while we're down here, 12095. 12095. Drop that there, and let's call in Singapore for the clearance. Singapore 116 heavy, IFR to Bangkok with the weather. I already forgot what it was actually. But I think it's all information they need.
Clearance on request, stand by.
A little loud, alright. Get the microphone out of your mouth, ATC. When you load in, you'll still join me. Don't pay for Say Intentions anymore. Yeah, I'm on VTBS, so If you're on VATSIM, I'll see you.
Singapore 116 Heavy, Singapore clearance information Bravo is current. Cleared to Suvarnabhumi via the VMR 6A departure, then as filed. Departure runway 02 center, initial climb to 6,000. Departure on 124.05, squawk 4137.
Alright, over to surveillance.
Clearance. Good afternoon.
Alright, it's going to be clear to Bangkok via the Victor Mike Romeo 6 Alpha departure, then as filed. Departure runway 02 center. Initial climb 6,000, departure on 124.05, squawk 4137, Singapore 116. Alright.
Tango is coming.
Hit auto and transponder.
The Alpha departure.
And it's good to go. Now, one cool thing, I don't think I included this in my video because I wasn't fully familiar with how it worked yet, but CPDLC is a pretty cool thing in the A350. It's right in the FMS. You can use it for VATSIM, and you can actually use it for say intentions as well. All you gotta do is click on ATC COM, and you go here, and you can see you could actually connect via VATSIM. I could click on this drop down, and it should show me all of the stations that are online. Nothing near us, so we're gonna ignore that. So what I'm gonna use the AI idea of that. So click on say intentions and connect to their CPDLC. Oh, I shouldn't say CPDLC, it's their data link. What do you even call that again? Just data link. And we're gonna connect to, I don't know, the top one. I don't know, I just kind of guess. I don't know what the difference is. We'll hit notify. We'll eventually get a message here in what's called the mailbox. This little box right here is called the mailbox. Any notifications you get will be put in there. While we wait for that though, we'll go ahead and set everything else up. So he said 6,000 feet. So we'll put 6,000 feet here. APU is already up running. I think our APU bleed is on. Nope, not yet. APU bleed on. Cool. We'll disconnect external power. Signal to the crew. They can disconnect air and power. We'll go to the ground and we'll disconnect the air and power. We'll leave the chocks on. We didn't even start boarding yet. Jesus Christ. Nobody. It should be pretty quick. Should be pretty quick. Alright, sweet. Alright, so we'll do that. We could also, while waiting for that, is get the ATIS and weather here under D-ATIS. And we'll click on update all. And that should give us the weather for both our destination and our arrival airports. And there it is. So we have information Bravo, which is what we heard in the ATIS earlier, 020 at 10, and so on. So that's good to go. We also have a checklist in here that we can use. And you know, I mean, I guess we can use it. So gear pins, fuel quantity, we have 16.7 kilos. We need 16.7 kilos, so that's good and checked. We already have our takeoff data. We've already done that. Our barrel is already set, and seatbelt signs are not on just yet, but it's about that time to make that move. So we'll go ahead and do that. Get those seatbelt signs on. Get the we'll go ahead and turn off the mobile sign, like laptops and things like that. All right, cool. Doors are not shut just yet, but we'll get them shut here in a second. I'm waiting to see if we'll even get a message. Oh, there it is. Active ATC Echo Papa Whiskey. So we do have a connection. Sorry. So if we now go back to the ATC COM over here and go to request, we could actually technically request a clearance. I'm not going to do it because, well, actually, I think I can click on departure. Yeah, we can actually click on that and actually do a CPDLC type of request, and we'll actually get our IFR clearance via the computer rather than on voice. But we don't need it because we've already got our clearance, so hit cancel on that. But that's kind of how that works. Pretty cool. I've actually tried using it with VATSIM, and I have not personally got anybody to talk back to me yet. So I don't even know that they know I'm trying to contact them. All right, so we got our clearance. 1 out of 6. We got our transponder in. We can contact ground for pushback and all of that. But I think we're still waiting for some people to board. We're pretty much ready to go. APU's on. Yeah. This is the A350, not the A380. Looks very similar though. So very easy to get mixed up. Very easy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a pushback cam. Man, you know, speaking of cameras, parallel 42. Where are we with that chase plane thing? Like, when is that coming? Like, they didn't drop the whole tutorial and everything, and we still don't know when that thing's coming. We still don't know when that thing's coming. I'm looking forward to that. I've been begging for some sort of like next level camera implementation, or yeah, in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and 24. I was kind of disappointed when 2024 came out with the exact same camera system as 2020. So hopefully Chase Plane is the answer to that issue. You enjoyed your last stream? Oh yeah, Owl has some great streams, man. Great streams. Great streams. All right, I think we're just waiting for them to finish boarding. Are they still boarding? Oh no, they're done. All right, prepare pushback and departure. Let's get out of here. And we'll call ground for push and start. And the ground is on 12095, which I think I already preset. I did. 12095, and I'm gonna put my departure frequency, which is 12405, in here just so I can remember. I always forget it. 1, 2. Oh no, wrong one. Clear. Clear. We'll put it down here. It says 12405. 12405. We'll drop that right there just for memory, and we'll put that in a little later. But 120905 is ground. We could actually also pre-select tower on 118.25.
Departure check completed.
Oh crap! I keep doing that. I keep overriding the wrong one. Alright, so 11825. There we go. Cool. Alright, sweet. Alright, so we're all prepared, man. We're ready. Alright, APU's up. Beacon light on. Let's get the heck out of here.
Locking gear.
It comes out tomorrow, Julian. It comes out tomorrow. This is a pre-release version.
Information Quebec is current.
Alright, so today's flight, guys, is about 2 hours long block time. Headed up to Bangkok. And let's get, I'm not sure if we can hear him, he's been pretty low, but we'll see if we can get our co-pilot to do a departure briefing for us. Hey, can you do a departure briefing for us? See what he says, if anything.
We will be departing from runway 02 center. We'll be flying the VMR 6A departure with an initial climb altitude clearance to 6,000 feet. Transition altitude is 1000 feet. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile with a left turn to heading 025, intercepting VMR, climb altituding to FL240. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climb altituding to 3,000 feet before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 4137 and departure frequency will be 124.05. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb altitude out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Alright, that was our departure briefing from our co-pilot. By the way, that co-pilot is not built in to the A350, so don't get it mixed up. That is Say Intentions AI ATC program that also supplies you with co-pilots, cabin crews, missions, all kind of stuff. So link in the description if you want to check that out. Answering Ed Travato on the TikTok chat, yes, the aircraft in many aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim are high fidelity with high fidelity cockpits like in DCS. We have our map up here, and our runway. If I click here, we should be able to move this up.
Request push and start. Singapore 964, push and start approved. Face southeast.
That's loud. Let's go ahead and ask for push start. What gate are we at, by the way? We're at stand Foxtrot 60. Alright, Singapore grounds, Singapore 116 heavy at stand Foxtrot 60, ready for push and start with Bravo. What's up, Dilroy? Welcome to the stream. And Mr. Brownlee, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Fred, welcome to the chat. Good to see you, man.
Singapore 116 Heavy, Singapore ground, push and start approved. Face northeast.
Push and start approved, facing northeast, Singapore 116. Alright, which way is that? Northeast would be basically to our right, I think. Northeast. North. Yeah, that's to the right. Which is interesting, because we're taking off from the other way. But alright. Alright, so we'll tell them nose right, tail left. Work? I think it did. No. Did she didn't confirm. I don't want to interrupt. Push back. Are we already pushing back? No, we're not doing anything. So you did not hear me when I said I want to go nose left, tail right. I'm gonna say yes, interrupt. Oh no, did I break it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, they're gone. Why are they gone? Where'd they go? Bro, this has literally worked for me every time I've ever used it. So the fact that it just up and stop right now. Okay, there it goes back. That scared me. I was like, come on, man. I've actually done like 10 flights in this plane. It's worked every time. Alright, we'll have to reset them. No. Alright, do your thing. I'll be patient. Do your what is going on with her face? GSX is bugging.
Walker 2079 ready for departure.
Is the A380 usable in
Walker
Microsoft
2079er, you are on ground frequency. Contact tower for departure clearance.
I have not personally done one.
We are ready for pushback.
I've not personally done an A380 flight in 2024 yet. I have not. So I don't know. Yeah, the GSX can be a little buggy in the EFB sometimes. Sometimes you have to click on it like twice, I've noticed. But it has worked for me like every time. Which is why I was planning on using it today.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So, but it's definitely better than the first time that I tried it. The first version that they sent out to us. It's better than that. So it'll get better. You got the airport cast? Perfect, man. I was stalling for you, bro. I was stalling for you. Alright, we're getting connected to the big tug.
Locking gear.
Yeah, we are almost ready to go. Actually, we are ready to go. We're just waiting for the ground crew. Just waiting for them. But yeah, we'll push back northeast, which will basically just be a nose right, tail left. But we'll be actually taxiing back towards the south for 02 center, which is why I was kind of confused why they told me to taxi that direction. Maybe because of the way the taxiways work. I don't know. So we'll see what kind of taxi clearance we get afterwards. They're probably ready. Yep, nose right, tail left.
Release
There we go.
parking brake,
Now it's working.
please.
Alright, beacon's already on. Release parking brake, brakes release, clear to push.
Commencing push.
Tail south.
All engines are clear. Start at will.
Alright. We're pushing back, chat. We're pushing back. And I'm gonna have the sounds booted up for the startup. For sure. We'll do a startup from the outside. You know what? I think I'm gonna do the first start from the outside view. And the second engine from the inside view. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? I like that idea. I like it. I don't know what you said, but I like that idea. So, while we're pushing, we'll go ahead and do it. Starting engine 1. Sounds up.
Singapore 227, contact tower on 118.25.
Tower on 118.25, Singapore 227.
Singapore ground, good evening, cruise 161, clear of runway 20 center.
Word. Alright, brake set.
Unlocking the nose gear.
Clear disconnect shows the pin. Alright, we'll start engine 2 from the inside. Alright, clear on 2, starting 2.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Check this out. You can't see it. There we go. Alright. I gotta set up for the next shot. You know what I'm saying? I gotta set up for the next shot. Alright, let's hop back. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, that one. That's the one I want. I will turn it down a little bit, and we'll get our taxi clearance and get on out of here. Alright, so we got a good pushback. Everything looks good. We turn our APU off. APU bleed off. Smoking signs and all that's already on. That's good to go. Flaps are down. Let's go ground spoilers to arm. That's nice. Let's also get our auto brake. That's our RTO, or just click the auto brake button, and then we hit the takeoff config test. Very similar to every other Airbus that you fly. Click that right there. Boom. We're good to go. We're still on 120.905. We have information Bravo, and we are ready to taxi. So I'm actually gonna also. Sorry guys. I'm gonna pull up my terminal chart on this left screen. These big airports get really confusing, so we'll grab that and go to airports. And where's my airport chart that I need here? Where are you? Where are you? Wait, I think I just passed it. Yeah, those sounds are, oh my gosh. That's actually my first time doing the first engine start from the outside, because usually I'll take a listen after the first engine, but the problem with that is that you're still hearing the other engine running and you can't really hear like the engine starting like, in all its glory. I think this might be what I want right here. Yes, this is what I wanted right here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Where is, like, there's so many parking charts. Where is the basic one that shows me the whole airport? That's what I want. I just want, like, the taxiway charts.
Singapore 117, mic check.
Where the heck? Oh, here it is. Found it. Alright, I'm gonna pin that. And cool. Alright, so we're heading down to 302 Center. So he's probably gonna send us, like, turning around and taking Tango all the way down. Either that or a uniform. So we'll see what they give us. We also have our a map here, which I will zoom in a little bit so we can see. Has our taxi numbers on there, even the gate numbers, which is super helpful. And let's go get our clearance. Ground, Singapore 16, ready to taxi with Bravo.
Singapore 116, taxi to runway 02 center via Charlie 6, South Carolina 1. Echo
Did he
Papa, E10, E11. Contact tower on 118.25 when ready for departure.
He said 02 Center via Charlie 6, South Carolina 1. What kind of taxiway name is that? Alright, taxi to runway 02 Center via Charlie 6, South Carolina 1. Echo Papa, Echo 10, Echo 11, contact tower on 18.25 when we get there. Singapore 16, thanks. That's a weird taxi clearance. I've never heard a state in the taxi. But he says, see, Charlie... Was that Charlie 6? Where is that? I gotta find all these now. Charlie 6 to Sierra, Charlie 1. I don't know where any of that stuff is. And then Echo Papa. I don't see any of these. Does he know where I am? Echo 11. Bro, I don't know, man. I'm gonna just go, and if I'm going the wrong way, I'm sure he'll tell me. Right? All right, let's go. Brakes released. Lights on. And that's it. Let's go. Like a U-turn up here. Head back via Tango. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what airport they at. I don't know what they say. He said South Carolina 1. Like, what does that mean? I ain't never heard nothing like that before. Oh man, they reset my camera again? That's so annoying. I don't know what's happening. Oh well, let's just go.
For the entire crew, I'd like to welcome you on board today's flight. We're just about ready for departure, and the weather en route looks generally smooth with some light turbulence, so we're expecting a pleasant flight. We'll keep you updated on our progress throughout the flight, but in the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy the in-flight entertainment. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today.
And there is the announcement. So we'll turn right here actually. How's performance? It's I don't know, I'm a little worried about that too. For some people, the performance might not be so great, depending on your PC specs. There is a non-cabin version that comes with every livery and every variant. So if you find that you're struggling for FPS, you can turn off the cabin, which kind of sucks because like you kind of want the cabin. Like that's kind of like a part of the package, right? Right now we are rocking the cabin, but if you have issues, you can definitely turn it off. But I think I would compare the A350 performance for me personally.
Push and start approved. Face south.
I would say it's a little better than the A380.
02 Charlie.
A little better than the A380.
Maybe
around
Echo Papa, Echo 10, Echo 11. Contact tower 1 ready. Singapore 862 ready.
Maybe around like where fly-by-wire is, the 320 as well. Maybe like around that performance, if that means anything to anybody. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting. But I think that it is very well optimized, but I think it's just more optimization to do because there's just so much. When you add the cabin, I haven't even showed you guys the cabin yet. Many of you guys have seen it, but when you look at the cabin, how much detail is back there, when you see how much detail is in the plane, like it makes sense that it would struggle on performance. But yeah, I think for some people it might be fine, but for others it might not be so great. That's my prediction. Alright, we're going a little slow. We can speed up. I know, right? ATC has a family dinner, man. Absolutely. Do I have any mods graphic-wise or camera-wise? No, I do not. The only mod we're rocking today is the airplane and the scenery. Everything else is default Microsoft 2024. Everything else is default. Oh, we're going quick. 42. Mo Aviator says his first flight in the A350 is definitely going to be Detroit to Amsterdam. That is a really good flight. That is a very good flight. Enjoy that, man. Enjoy that. Did the maintenance save? Yes, it did. If we look at the flight ops menu, go to maintenance, you'll see that in my video that I did, we had like 8 quarts left. And this is actually a continuation from that, because I have not actually done a full flight since that video. And we'll see this actually go down. So keep note of what our hydraulics are at. So 28.8 and 8.0. And we'll see where we land at. Again, today's flight's only about 2 hours long, so we're not going to burn too much of that. But when you do long hauls, you're going to definitely probably need to top off the oil probably between every flight almost. So yeah, all right, we are approaching the runway. I want to get on tower here at 02 center.
Singapore 116, contact tower on 118.25, safe flight.
Over the tower, thank you, Singapore 16.
Andre, you have the comms.
Singapore 3.
Alright, 18.25, that should be tower. Departure we have saved here, 124.05, so put that here, 124.05, that's now pre-selected. As far as anything else we gotta do before we depart, I think we're pretty much good here. 6,000 pre-selected, we'll put constraints on, because why not? Lights on. Yeah, we're good. Alright, tower, Singapore 16, holding short, 02 center, ready for go. Ready to go. I don't know, I ain't got a screen,
Singapore
right?
116 heavy, Singapore tower, runway 2C, wind 020 at 10, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 02 center. Singapore 16. Alright, let's go. We are flying real time, real weather today. And I'm gonna shut up and let you guys enjoy the sounds of this takeoff. Alright, so good.
V1.
You're up.
Contact departure on 120.3. Singapore 116, contact departure on 124.05.
Over to departure, Singapore 16.
Singapore 116, departure frequency is 124.05.
departure, Singapore 16, climbing via SID.
Singapore 116 Heavy. Singapore departure. Radar contact. Clear direct Mersing. Johor Bahru. Climb flight level 200.
I really need to pay attention. I'm so distracted right now. Clear the VMR up to flight level 200, Singapore 16. Let's go outside. Bring that back, bring that back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the takeoff sounds in 350. It does have that whine. It does have the whine. I'm not getting like the smoothest experience right now. I don't know if that's because of the plane, because of the scenery at that airport. I hope it's the airport, 'cause I've had really smooth flights with the plane, so I'm thinking it's the airport, honestly. And I've actually never flown. I've personally never flown in Singapore before, so I didn't realize how bad the ground textures were out here. It's pretty bad. We're passing 9,000 feet. What's our transition altitude out here?
306. Requesting to repeat again the expected climb altitude.
What the heck is it? 3? No, that can't be right. I don't know what it is, but I think it's where we're at right now. Oh, 11,000 feet. So we've about to reach that. We're coming up to 10,000 now. We're gonna land lights off.
Climb flight level 270.
Up to flight level 270, Singapore 16. I continue our climb to 27,000. That is set. You can see our VSD showing us our vertical track. We are on the autopilot now. Go ahead and unarm our spoilers. There we go. Yeah, the photogrammetry is horrible out here. Like, there is none, bro. Like, the tree's not even in the right place. Look at that. That's sad. You would think we'd have better aerial data for Singapore, but I guess that might have to come in a world update someday, right? Yeah, I don't think I've ever been out here, but I was like, man, I gotta fly Singapore Airlines. I love the delivery on the A350. What's up, Sky Pilot FR? Welcome to the stream. Yes, I have an RTX 4090. You have a pilot simulator on your Meta Oculus 3. Nice. So we're just gonna have to just like not look at the ground. Thankfully, it's pretty cloudy, so we will not have to look at the ground.
133.55.
133.55. Singapore 16. Alright, man, they are just passing us along with these frequencies right now. The 133.55. Yeah. Throw that in here in the box. 133.55. Yeah, so we are on VATSIM, but there's no actual VATSIM ATC online. We're actually using Say Intentions. That's the ATC you're hearing right
flight
now.
level 300.
Up to flight level 300, Singapore 16. That's what you're hearing, is that guy is AI.
Singapore 116 Heavy, lumper radar identified. High.
Alright, standard on. And why are we in ignition? Oh, I never turned my ignition back to normal. Oops. Oops. That's a mistake. All right, we're on our way. Sweet. We have our en route chart here too that we can look at. Not much help, to be honest. We'll put it in night mode. I wish you would at least put my my flight plan on there. That'd be nice. Yeah, see, I've never been to Singapore. Never flown with them in real life. You know, on my list of places to go to for sure. The only thing I know about Singapore is the Singapore Grand Prix for F1. That's the only thing I know about Singapore. But I think we're good to go. We're passing 14,000 feet. Land lights are already off. We didn't get the nose lights off. Get the nose lights off real quick. That's good. We've already pinged the cabin for the flight attendants. They're doing their thing. They're already up and all of that. Again, we'll do a cabin tour a little later. We are climbing via auto D-rate. And with auto D-rate selected here in the climb, we're going to climb fairly slowly. But we can actually speed that up by clicking on auto D-rate and click on climb. And that'll basically give us the best rate of climb that we can do. And we should see that climb right up. So it was at 1900 before, now it's going up to 24, 25. It might actually hit the threes here. We'll see. George, again, as I mentioned earlier, the A350 is not out yet. It comes out tomorrow or maybe today, depending on where you are. It comes out on the 26th. So whatever date that is for you, that's today, tomorrow. For me, that's tomorrow, but for some people, that will be today. So I don't have a time for you, but it's sometime on the 26th is when you can buy the iniBuilds A350. So pay attention to the INI manager and the INI website. Again, I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream, I really hope that they're ready with the servers because we don't want another PMDG issue where like the PMDG 737 drop. Y'all remember that? The PMDG 737, I think the same thing happened at the 777, I think. Did it? Did the same thing happen with the 777? I can't remember. But we don't want that situation to happen again, where it's like, oh, we can't even get through the website or go to the website because it's crashed. So I think it's going to be a very high demand for this plane. It's an A350. I mean, come on, it's like the modern marvel of engineering right now. It's the most, you know, besides like the Max and stuff, it's like one of the most recently modeled aircraft. So it's a very popular plane in real life and in the flight sim community. So there's gonna be a lot of people wanting to get this aircraft for themselves in their hangars. And I really hope that iniBuild made the right estimate as far as getting their servers beefed up so people can actually get the plane and start flying. So also, I hope Navigraph have beefed up their servers. Remember when, what was it? I think it was a 737 MAX that came out. What was it, chat? Was it the MAX? Oh, no, it was the A380. The A380 came out and crashed the Navigraph servers. Now, Fly-by-Wire, I want to give Fly-by-Wire credit. Fly-by-Wire, I think, probably had the most smoothest release of a plane we've ever had. Fly-by-Wire released the A380 for free. I mean, there had to be hundreds of thousands of people download that thing at the same time. The Fly-by-Wire team released the A380 on their little downloader. I had zero issue getting that thing downloaded. It was perfect. The only issue we did run into later on was Navigraph basically completely came to a halt because everybody was trying to use it for the A380 and the whole server went down. We couldn't use SimBrief, we couldn't use Navigraph, like none of that. Like Navigraph did not see that coming. So hopefully they're paying attention for this A350 release. I think we're gonna see the same thing. And also the Microsoft servers might see a big little bump too. So I just hope that, you know, everything goes smooth. I've done my part, right? I want to say big thank you actually to iniBuilds and their team for allowing me to kind of pre-stream this a day ahead of time and test it out. They've allowed me to send them feedback. I've sent them a bunch of feedback on some issues that I found a few days ago. They've already fixed those issues. That's one thing I think every developer should do. I'm not just saying give it to creators, but give it to creators. And also take in feedback because there may be some things that don't work the way you thought they were supposed to work. And that last line of defense before you go live, before you publish it to hundreds of thousands, millions of people, you know. Yeah, so they've been really good paying attention to feedback. And there's another piece of feedback. When we do our cabin tour, I'll show you some more feedback they took from one of their streams that they did. But yeah, I'm hoping for a good, smooth release. Hoping for a good, smooth release. And for everybody, not just for iniBuilds, but for everybody. The community wants to fly this plane. I want you to fly this plane. And I want you to enjoy it and enjoy the experience of getting to download it. So hopefully everything goes well. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. That sun glare on the window. Which one are you talking about? Let's see. I don't think I even noticed that. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty fire. Let's take a look at that. It's running a lot smoother now that I'm not looking at the ground. Yeah, it looks good. Wing is in the chat. Welcome aboard. Good to see ya. I hope you're doing well out there. Speaking of development teams that have shaken the community, Wing with their FCU, their MCDU, all of that. I mean, come on. I think we broke their website too when they released that FCU, didn't we? What's up, Jason Highland? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We're in the A350 by iniBuilds. We just took off out of Singapore and we're headed to Bangkok, Thailand right now, I believe. I think it's Thailand, right? That's where we're going. I hope I haven't been saying the wrong place this whole time. That would be pretty funny, actually. Is this Thailand? Yeah, this is Thailand. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's where we're going. I was making sure I wasn't like making a fool of myself. Yeah, we're going to Bangkok, Thailand. I'll show you all the map in a little bit. Yeah, the game pulls a lot of data. It's completely streamed. Like, I mean, most of 2024 is being streamed, so yeah, it's using a lot of data. So if you have some sort of data cap on your internet provider plan, then yeah, it might become an issue for sure. I'm not sure if you guys noticed it. I was trying to show it off when we taxied, but like this little guy right here on the bottom, I don't actually know what it is. But that guy right there actually puts off a vapor when you're on the ground, and you can visually see it. Oh, are we living off? We're at 30 days. Did he say something to me and I wasn't paying attention? He clears the 300, and that's it. We're supposed to go to 400. Oh wait. Oh, I know why. You know why, guys? We got a message via the data link. It says climb flight level 350. So 350, and we'll hit Wilco and send. They're gonna climb. Let's see. Yep, it's climbing. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. The ACARS, that's the term I was looking for. Matter of fact, we actually got cleared to 40,000 feet here. So we'll hit Wilco on that as well. So instead of having to actually vocally reply, we're actually getting message here in our ACARS. And we go up to 40,000. And we're all set. That's so cool. That is, honestly, that's so freaking. I've never flown a plane that like you do that with. Like, that's dope. That's really dope. Red Rum, welcome to the stream, man. Yes, I got early access, man. A few of us got early access. So, hop back outside where we were. I'll tell you what, too, guys. You guys are going to be very happy with the amount of liveries that come with this plane, too. I mean, there's no livery I could think of I didn't see that's coming out with this thing. Singapore, Japan, Asiana, Delta, multiple Delta liveries, multiple Emirates liveries, Virgin Atlantic, British Airways. Who am I missing, chat? Obviously Singapore, multiple versions of Singapore. I got the 10,000th Airbus version we're flying today. But there's the regular Singapore Airlines livery. There is, man, what's the other ones? Appreciate it, Owls. Get some sleep, man. I'll catch you later. Yeah, Qatar. I love Qatar. Qatar, Etihad, Cathay. Sorry, the baby is texting me. Or I should say the baby's mom. my wife. Air India. Nightwolf, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. I don't remember seeing Air India. Does Air India have an A350? Iberia, for sure. Yep, there's an Iberia livery. Yep. I mean, I could look right now. I could open up the INI manager and actually tell you exactly which ones come. Let me see. In fact, I think you guys can also see. I think you guys can actually already download liveries, can't you? On your i9 managers. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, we got Qatar, British Airways, Delta. So British Airways and Qatar fly the 1000 variant. I kind of wanted to fly the 1000 variant, but there was no particular airline that I wanted to fly that uses the 1000 variant. I'm not a big fan of flying British Airways personally. I think there's enough British people in the flight sim community doing that already, so I don't feel like I need to do that. But I do like the Qatar one. I flew the Qatar 1000 variant. There's also Virgin Atlantic, which is a pretty cool one. I would fly that. We got Cathay. We have Etihad. I said Delta already. Let's see. There's a lot of British Airways. God. Turkish Airlines. We got Thai. Yeah, Thai Airways, Singapore, Scandinavian. That's actually one that I want to try. I want to fly the Scandinavian route. I think that'd be pretty fun. Lufthansa. Yep, we got Lufthansa, Japan Airlines, multiple Japan Airlines liveries. Iberia, Ethiopian Airlines has a bunch of liveries. Emirates, China Eastern. I said Cathay earlier. Air France, and I think that's all of them. Let me check if there's any different ones for Microsoft 2020, but I believe they have all the same liveries on both platforms. Yeah, so those are all the ones that come with it, but a really good selection of liveries, and the liveries are really good quality too. What's up, Byron? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Red Rum's gonna be fun, man. Bro, I can't wait to see VATSIM littered, like literally littered with A350s. Y'all remember back when the A380 dropped? Y'all remember that? Remember when the A380 dropped? Dubai was just like, it was swarmed with A380s. It was amazing and also horrible. I felt bad for those VATSIM controllers. And there is actually an event coming up. When is that event, chat? Can you guys remind me? It's a big VATSIM event at a bunch of major hubs to kind of celebrate the release of the A350. But I can't remember. It's the 28th. When is that? That's this weekend? What's today? 28th is, oh, that's Friday. Okay, so yeah. There's a bunch of airports that'll be like fully staffed, like for you to fly your long hauls in and out of and stuff like that. So it's gonna be busy. Busy. Finnair. Yeah, I don't think they have Finnair, actually. I mean, I'll tell you what, any livery that we don't have, we'll definitely have at least a couple of days after release on Flight Sim TO, that's for sure. Yeah, Atlanta's gonna be nuts, because I think all the Delta hubs are gonna be busy because we only have one American carrier that flies the A350, and that's Delta. So the popular places to see the A350 in America for American Airlines or American carriers is Atlanta, Detroit, Salt Lake City, Minneapolis. What else is a Delta hub? JFK, LA. LA is gonna be a big one for sure. But then obviously you also have the British Airways hubs, right? London Heathrow is gonna be nuts, man. Dubai for Emirates is gonna be crazy. I know I saw my first A350 in the States at MSP at Minneapolis. That was my first time ever seeing an A350 in person, and they had a bunch of them. I was like, man, like, is this where Delta's keeping all their A350s over here in Minnesota? Like, of all places, why here? I don't know. Maybe there's more space or something. Who knows? But yeah, it was pretty cool seeing one in person. I've never gotten a chance to fly on one. It's kind of like a goal of mine to be on one, but thought it'd be pretty cool. So yeah, a lot of these big hubs are gonna be packed. I'm looking forward to seeing the traffic. Long hauls for days, I'll tell you that, man. Long hauls for a day. I've already seen all the different YouTubers making their plans for the week and all the long hauls they're doing. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun week for everybody. Learning a new plane, flying a new plane, taking it out on these long hauls, ultra long hauls as well. I put a question in my community tab a couple days ago asking, hey, where is your first A350 flight gonna be? And I got some really good answers on there. Yeah, it's cool too, right, Captain Shark? I love the fact that they're releasing it both on 2020 and 2024. Like, I know not every developer can pull that off. I'm sure a lot of extra work and probably a couple extra hands went into like making it work on 2 platforms, and don't forget also on Xbox. Like, wow, I was surprised and really happy, and all for one price. There's no upgrade fee to go and get both versions. Like, everybody pays the same amount and we all get the same plane for the most part. Now 2020 doesn't have a cabin and stuff, right? And a couple other little details that's mainly simulator specific, that it's limited. If you want the full, most, high-tech modern experience, the best that flight sim can offer, you're gonna want to play it on Microsoft 2024, right? You live 10 minutes away from MSP, so you must see a lot of A350s out there. Lights, your first flight will be from Paris to Toronto. I did that exact flight, bro. Like, a few days ago, the exact flight. I did that exact flight. That was one of my, I think that was my first actual long haul in the 350, was Paris to Toronto a few days ago. I did some short flights, just kind of learning the aircraft first. That's what I normally do. I don't just go dive head first right into a long haul. Like, I got to do some short flights, learn how to, all the different stages of the flight, and then go dive into a long haul. They could, yeah.
Every day.
Captain Shark donated $1.99 through Super Chat.
Yo,
you're my boy, Blue.
I appreciate that, Captain Shark. Thank you for coming out, man. Thank you for that support to the channel, bro. I really, really do appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying your day, and I hope you enjoy the A350 tomorrow, if that's your cup of tea. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I actually do agree. I feel like they could have did a cabin at least in 2020. It is kind of weird. Like, I understand some of the stuff that they held back on 2020, but like, cabins are nothing new in 2020. You know what I mean? Like, that's not like did they do some new technology or something in the cabin that's like not possible in 2020? I don't know. Or maybe they didn't have time to do it. I don't know. For me, I fully plan to fly on 24, so it doesn't bother me none. You might do Atlanta to Seoul, Korea. That's a good flight too. Coca-Cola came with a new flavor. Are you serious? What flavor? Cherry? Diet cherry? Daniel says your first flight's gonna be Atlanta to Las Vegas. You can't wait for tomorrow. If you go to sleep right now, it'll come faster. That didn't sound right. Anyways, if you go to sleep now, it's like Christmas, right? You'll wake up, it'll be tomorrow, and you'll have less time to wait. She is pretty. Yep, she is. What's up, Tyler? Rocks. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Pause. Night. Oh my god. Yeah, they did originally say that. They originally said that this plan was going to be for 24 only. I remember that. I remember when they made that announcement. It was like, hey, this is plan. It's going to be for 2024 only. And then later on, they're like, hey, all right, we decided to make it for 2020 and 24. That was after all of the issues with 24 happened, right? So, yeah, I like the decision. I wish, I mean, once I think once Sim Update 1 is officially out and the sim is a bit more mature, we'll have more aircraft that are on both sims. I think that some planes like PMDG, for example, I don't even know if it's actually possible for those planes to run on 24. I guess probably a lot of work that they have to do underneath the hood to get those planes working. So I think in a perfect world, they would want to have their plane in both sims, just like how iniBuilds has theirs. And I'm looking forward to that day. That's what we're missing right now in 2024. Is we're missing our PMDG 737s, we're missing our 777s, we're missing all of our other GA planes, like our 808 Comanches, our Black Squares, which I know Black Square sort of works in 2024, but it's not fully working like it should. But that's what we're waiting for is our third parties. And I feel like this right here is like the light at the end of the tunnel for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. This plane right here gives me hope for 2024. 100%. It gives me hope because there's been a lot of negativity around 2024, which I've been sending a lot of that negativity in my, a lot of it's been coming from me as well. Right? I'm not like trying to defend Microsoft. But I've had negative feelings and thoughts for 2024 myself, and this plane releasing in Microsoft 24's current state is really encouraging for the future of Microsoft Flight Sim for 2020 and 24. What time will the release be? The release time will be, I can't say, I don't know. Internet, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome, She-Fest? Yeah, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Mr. Goose Live, welcome aboard. Yeah, I'm glad to do them both. Because the thing, too, is some people are still on 2020. I like how they said they don't want to split up the community, right? Like, because that's kind of what's happened. Our community actually split up into two sides. There's 2020 and there's 2024. And some people like 2024 better. Some people like 2020 better. And I think what I say, I've always said this even before Microsoft 24 came out, and that is you should fly or play on the sim that you enjoy most. If 2020 is the most smoothest experience for you and you like it, then there's no need for you to go fly on 2024. You can fly your A350 in 2020 thanks to iniBuilds, right? CST Gaming is in the chat. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, man. I can't wait for you to fly this bird too, man. Oh, bro. I'm actually really looking forward to watching all of you guys' live streams tomorrow. Like, seriously, like, by the way, let me mention something. So we are streaming at a pretty different time than I normally stream, and this actually might become my regular time slot now because life has changed. I had a baby a few months ago, and my wife just went back to work like yesterday for the first time, and so now the arrangement is that I'm basically a stay-at-home dad during the day, and then I work the night. So I now work nights. I'm now on the night shift. That's when I work, and so I also will be doing video recordings and things like that at night too. And so a lot of my streams, which would normally be kind of like early morning, midday, will now be in the evening. So that's gonna be good for some people, not so good for others. But what do I do, right? I'm adapting. One thing I truly believe, even back when I found out we were having a baby, was that even when you have a baby, the world does not stop and wait for you. You know, same thing with like deaths in the family. I'm not saying you shouldn't take time to spend time with your family or grieve. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that, like, just because stuff is going on in your life and make it harder for you to do your job doesn't mean the job has stopped. Like, the world keeps moving, planes keep coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so we have to adapt. If we want to, like, I've put so much time and so much work into this YouTube channel, like, it would be a disgrace for me to just step back and be like, all right, I got a kid now, I'm giving it all up. Like, I get it, you got to make sacrifices for your kids and for your family. I'm not saying I'm not going to do that. I'm not saying I'm not going to make sacrifices. I'm just saying that, like, this this opportunity that God has given me to do streaming and have this platform in front of you guys. I don't take it lightly. You know what I mean? Like, it's done some great things for me personally, financially, opportunity wise, and I don't want to give all that up. Like, I want to bring my kid into that, not give it up for him. You know what I'm saying? So I have to adapt, right? And so this stream at this time is me adapting to a new lifestyle that I am learning every day. You got me? So hopefully you guys understand. I do apologize for any of you guys who are used to watching me much earlier in the day, and maybe you cannot watch streams anymore.
Every day.
Skylar Co. donated $2 through Super Chat. Do they have the winglet variations modeled?
Yo, Skylar, thank you, man, for the 2 Canadian in the Super Chat. This is the only wing that I know they have. Is there another wing version? Actually, I think there might be. I think there might be a setting somewhere where you can change them, but I don't want to confirm that. You might want to look or ask for yourself in the FAQs or something like that, but I have not noticed that there's a different type of wing, a winglet. But yeah, that's long story short, while I'm streaming at this time, and the show must go on. The show must go on. But what was I talking about before that? First the country, now the simulators are divided. Yes, sadly. You flew on an A350 1000 last year to Doha. That's so cool, man. I've heard really good things about the passenger experience when flying the A350, like as a passenger. I remember flying on a 787, which was really nice. The 777 is not so nice in economy. Like, it's a cool wing view, right? It's a cool plane still, but like, it's not as nice as the 787. And I bet you it's not as nice as the A350. Let's get a quick flight update. How are we doing?
Every day.
Captain Shark donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Bro, you will be an awesome dad. Here's to the diaper fund.
I appreciate that, bro. I could definitely use it. Thank you, man, for that, for the diaper fund. Appreciate you so much, man. All right, check in on the flight. We're about an hour away from Bangkok, Thailand. That's where we're headed today. We're cruising at 40,000 feet in the brand new iniBuilds A350, the gorgeous, the legend. We got some more ACARS messages that I have not been paying attention to. There is actually a audible tone. We weren't in the cockpit to hear it. You'll get like a thing right here that says ATC message in your little annunciator thing. But they want us to go to 134.3 and they want us to check in on voice. So we'll do that now. 134. I'm not used to this ACARS thing. Alright, and we'll check in. Lumpur radar, Singapore 16, flight level 400. Yeah, she's a beauty for sure. Yeah, she is.
Singapore 116 Heavy, Lumpur radar, identified. Good afternoon.
There we go. That's so cool. That is so cool. That is just too cool. So, alright, cool. Man, this is my first flight actually really using the whole ACAR system, so that's really cool. Alright, so we're cruising at 40,000 feet. No step climbs in today's flight. I mean, this layout is fine. It shows our top of descent is in 425 miles. This is the time we'll be descending, so that is in 50 minutes exactly, basically, is when our top of descent is coming up. We are flying in real time, real weather at the moment, so we're good to go there. People are asking for the cabin, so I think this would be a good time to do that. We're about an hour out from my destination, so we can do that. I know, right? The ACAR system is so cool, man. You're flying from Dubai to Heathrow on the A380 for the first time. That's another plane I want to be on. Can you print? I don't think you can, Fiber. I don't even know where the printer is. Wouldn't it be like back here somewhere? There is a print button. Well, we don't see it here now. Like if I go to ATC com menu and then I go to like my message record, it should show me my last message. Yep, there it is. And then down here, there's a print button. It's grayed out. Also on the ATIS screen, you'll notice it says update and print. So like if I go to like my arrival and I hit update and print, I can update or print it. Let's just click print and see what happens. I don't think it prints. I'm pretty confident there is no printer. And I have no idea where the printer is. I thought that the purpose, is it there? I thought that the purpose of the A350 was, and the A380 was to be paperless. I think the printer would normally be right here. Yeah, I thought the point of this whole system being in the FMS or in the MFD was to make it paperless. So I don't think printing is supported, honestly. So yeah. Does the A-cars also work with Beyond ATC? I don't think so, because it would be in here. Where was that at? That was under ATCOM. Get some water. Yeah, so you go to ATCOM, you go to connect, and then here's where you have all your connections. So you have VATSIM, IVAO, and say intentions. Oh, that's good. Been talking a lot tonight. And so honestly, I think it'd be smart for Beyond ATC to, you know, I'm not sure how this works, you know, but for them to like make that connection. Say Intentions, bro. Oh my god, Say Intentions is taking over. If you guys have not heard of Say Intentions, I mean, what do they not do? I know that subscription cost is kind of up there. I admit that for sure. But when you have it, you get so much value for the money. But yeah, the fact that they have this surprised me, because in the preview stream that they did like a week ago or so, and they kind of showed the A-car system, this was not in there yet in that version. So when I got my version, I was like, wait a second, I could do A-cars with Say Intentions? Like, since when? So that's pretty cool. But right here, since we're talking about it, you can actually do different requests. So I can go ahead and here, and I can request a climb or descent, a cruise climb. We can request lateral directions. So you can say, hey, I want to offset. I want a certain SID. I want to track this. We can go speed. We can do speed request. We can get our clearance from up here. We can also get our oceanic clearance up here. You can ask a few other questions. And all these same options are basically templates, and you'll basically put in the information. It also should work the same way with VATSIM. I have not personally used it successfully with VATSIM. I've not done a flight where like it made sense to use it with VATSIM yet. So but it's pretty cool. But I love this feature. It's really cool. Very, very cool. This plane is basically a flying computer, man. A flying computer. So that's what that is. All right, let's move on. Let's see. Open Sky by Say Intentions is the free version, and it's pretty neat. Yes, that's true. That's true. There is a free version of Say Intentions, which is actually pretty good for free, which is called Open Sky. And I guess you just go to the website, I assume. Again, I have a link in my description if you guys want to go check that out. It does support the channel. But yeah, I mean, whether you use my link or not, I still personally do recommend Say Intentions. I use it for every flight. If I don't have VATSIM, I'm on Say Intentions. So, I can't click on any of this stuff. I was trying to see if I can click on things. If there's anything I have not found yet. I know that the jump seats, I believe they fold. Not this one, though. This one folds, though, for sure. You deleted 2024, went back to 2020? Yeah, a lot of people did. I don't blame you, man. Don't blame you, man. I understand. I've been lucky, I feel like. Like, 2024, and I don't want to jinx this, because last time I started talking good about a simulator or a plane, the darn thing crashed. But I'm going to go ahead and say it. 24 has been pretty good to me. so far. That's a lock. You can open the door up. And then back here we have our crew restroom on the left. And listen, so you guys want to know something funny? I'm weird. I'm weird. You guys can say I don't care. I wear my weirdness. I did a long haul. I mentioned that I did a long haul from Paris to Toronto a few days ago in a 350, and I kid you not, it was an overnight flight because it's long. I went in here. I literally put the camera after I got the cruise and I was about to go to bed. I put the camera in this crew restroom, like right here. I'm not kidding. This is what I did because I'm weird. I put the camera right here and I left. I went to sleep. I went to sleep, bro. That's what I did. I was like, I'm gonna go to the crew restroom. I'm gonna chill. And then I came back the next morning. The plane was not in the ocean. I was like, okay, it passed the test. My computer didn't explode. I'm like, okay, it passed the test. And yeah, came back about this thing. Like, all right, my turn to fly. Came out of here, came back to the cockpit, landed that thing in Toronto. So, yeah, I'm weird. I'm weird like that. Oh, over here, one of my favorite features, and I mentioned earlier about the iniBuilds teams actually taking feedback from the community. Also, in one of their preview streams, they were showing off the cabin and stuff like that. And you know, it's always been a running joke in the flight sim community saying, "Hey, if the toilets don't flush, then it's not study level." And they took that seriously, and now the toilets flush. Let's turn it up for the ASMR. That is hilarious. So once I saw this, I kid you not, man. Once I saw they added this, I was like, all right, I'm sold. I don't care what else I see on this plane. Like, it's over. This is my new favorite aircraft, 100%. Does the sync work? Oh, that's the next step. I don't think so. No. Does it? Wait, what is this? Oh, that's actually... Yeah, that click spot is going through the wall. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope PMDG is taking notes on some of this stuff. So yeah, so this is the curtains. All the curtains are removable. So when you come back to the galley, you can click on the curtains to move them. I couldn't figure this out, but I watched another stream, and if you click on this screen, you can manipulate the cabin lights from here. It's daytime, so we don't have to worry about this too much. You can also manipulate the temperature. Right now it's showing 22 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. You have doors and slides, and you have your water and waste, which is actually low. It is. So we have plenty of water. Oh no, this is actually good. So 50%, we have the waste tank is only 15% full, which means it's plenty of extra room. All right, cool. But you can actually get this on the maintenance screen on the EFB. I believe you can actually empty it. Actually, you can do it right here as well. You can empty and refill the water. I remember when I worked on the ramp, this was a big deal for us. We didn't come check it. Usually the flight attendants would be like, hey, when they got to the gate, hey, we need water. We didn't do it every flight. We only did it if they asked for it. Trust me, I wasn't gonna do it any other way. But if the flight attendants asked for water or waste, then we would provide them that service. And sometimes I would be like, do they really need water or waste? Because like, I don't want to do it. And I would come up to the cockpit and look and be like, you got plenty. And you got like a 1 hour flight. You don't need water or waste. Make Denver do it. Make Denver do it. But anyways, so yeah, this is the first class cabin, and it does look different in this one versus the other ones. You'll notice that it does match the livery. So we have the Singapore lady there on the screen. Yeah, they actually have a pretty nice safety video I've seen. And yeah, first class is looking fancy, bro. This is nice. What kind of magazines we got over here? Silver Chris. Myanmar, a new... Yeah, okay. Oh, look at this view right here. Yeah. I kind of like this flight. It has us flying over the Gulf of Thailand, and it kind of gives you long haul vibes, flying over large bodies of water. It does. It really does. Now here is the second little galley area for the flight attendants. Now none of this is clickable, but I guess that's fine. Doesn't need to be. Deuce, where's your seat? Where are you sitting? Towing around that lav cart sucks, especially when you got that blue water on you. Oh yeah, yeah it does, bro. I mean, I personally loved working on the ramp, but the one thing I didn't like doing was the lav cart. That's the one thing I didn't like doing. It was just disgusting. I mean, I was masked up. I had this big old mask on my face, I had a SWAT mask. Like the big clear SWAT mask on my face. I had the massive gloves. We had this big thing we would put over our clothes as well. I did not want that on me. It smelled so bad. Alright, so this is business class. Now I want to show you something here. You see these lights? So no smoking, seatbelts and whatnot. We can actually change that. I mean, we're cruising. There's no reason for people to be stuck in their seats. We'll turn our seatbelt signs off, and we'll turn off the mobile sign as well. And it looks like we have another ATC message. Contact Bangkok Control at 123905. We're gonna do that. We'll do that right now. 124905. Oh, another one. Hold on. That's the sound that it makes when you get a message, by the way. Please check in with voice. It might be the same one. Yeah, that's a reminder. Alright, let's check in. Bangkok Control, Singapore 116, flight level 400. Sorry. Riot mask is what you call it. Riot mask. Thank you. Is that for me? I'm already on that, I think. I'm 123. Oh, I'm on the wrong frequency. 123, not 124. 123950 and enter. Bangkok Controls, Singapore 116 at flight level 400.
Singapore 116 Heavy, Bangkok Control, identified. Good afternoon.
What model of plane is that? This is the A350-900. Alright, so we go back to the back again. We'll see that that light is off. So those are actually dynamic, which is nice. Alright, let's continue our cabin tour. We were in business class. Yeah, this is cool. But yeah, I mean, look how detailed this cabin is, man. Every seat has been modeled. Look at the texture on that towel. It looks really good at night as well. If you want to see the night lighting, check out my video I posted this morning.
By 483.
Turn that down. Yeah, it looks good.
Flight level 350.
Now imagine, I don't know if we're gonna do it. They probably will. I don't know why they wouldn't.
Identified. Good morning.
GSX is probably gonna make a config where you actually see people sitting in here. That's gonna be pretty cool. That's gonna be pretty cool to see people sitting in these seats. I'm telling you, man, we're getting one step closer every like add-on to Microsoft Flight Sim also becoming Flight Attendant Simulator. All we need is the right add-on. And I don't think it'd be that hard.
Every day.
Show Shane donated $2 through Super Chat. Can't for it to come out. How's 2020 version?
Thank you, Show. I appreciate it, man. The 2020 version seems to be working fine. I only loaded it. I didn't actually fly it. I'm flushing all of them. I'm flushing all of them. Every single one. Oh, royal flush. From what I hear, 2020 is working pretty good with 350. I have not actually done a full flight with the 2020 version. I've only loaded it in to make sure it actually worked. I've only done my test flights with 2024 in sim update beta, so that's all the flights I've done. But it looks good. Again, it doesn't have the cabin and stuff, but it visually, like the cockpit and the exterior model, looks just as good as the 2024 version. You're not missing anything in that context. So, Polly Adams, welcome to the stream. Do you get stutters when you switch camera views from wing to cockpit, etc. in the latest release client build? Stutters when switching camera. Nothing more than I normally get already. No, nothing more than I already get. I get a few stutters here and there from time to time, but I don't get any more stutters when switching cameras, no. I can test it here once we finish the cabin, though. Yeah, this is the big cabin in the back. Again, we still have access to this guy. Does this work back here? Can I use this? This might be controlled. Oh, it does work. Wow. Zones. That's cool. So you can actually manipulate this from the front or the back. That's nice. Can you do a single engine failure? No one does it on these lives. You know, you guys are a bad influence, but I might be tempted to do a single engine failure. What do you guys think, chat? Should we do a single engine? No, I'm not gonna ask you. You're gonna say yes. Let me think about it. All aboard! Let me think about it. Thank you for the sub, though, Aiden. Welcome to the blue team, my friend. I've actually not done a failure. I've done a bunch of flights where like everything goes perfect, right? But I've not done any failures or situations yet. And because you mentioned that, I kind of want to try it. All right, so in here we have our other crew room, the bigger crew rest area. I have not rested in this one yet. I might rest in this one on my next long haul. I have a 16-hour long haul coming up. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it yet. I don't want to tell you just yet where it's going to be. It's going to be for an upcoming video for my pilot's life career. I got hired by Delta to fly the A350. I can't remember if I actually told you guys where we're flying next in that video, but I'll keep it on the low until then. But yeah, crew rest areas look good. I mean, the detail even in here. I mean, look at the seat belts. Seat belts look good. Does this curtain work? No, it doesn't do anything. What's up, Let's Hyrus? Welcome to the stream. Wise871. Yes, we're on Sim Update 1 beta. Is it stable? Any idea when the official one comes out? I was actually going to ask you that. I don't know when they're releasing Sim Update 1. It's been delayed multiple times. And I have not been able to keep up with how many times it got delayed or when it's actually going to come now. So, but I've been on Sim Update 1 beta since it came out. In my opinion, I just thought, you know, how much worse could it get? Wait, does that door open? How did that door open? Or am I shorter? Oh, that's what happened. Yeah. That's what happened. Alright, we'll head back to the front. Nice and slowly. Thank you, Foster 2.0. They call the rear one the rear attendant panel. Gotcha. I will probably forget that, I'm gonna be honest. But thank you for letting me know. I'll try to remember it for next time. T-Mac is in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, man. Captain Aviation, welcome aboard. Good to see you as well, man. You're flying Delta right now also. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Wait, I'm lost. Is that a curtain? Where does that go? What the heck? Did I flush this toilet yet? Nope, I didn't flush this one. Biggie JN, yes, this one comes out tomorrow on the 26th. Bro, I should get a achievement. There should be achievements attached to planes. I should get to you flushed all the toilets achievement, or you can call it leave the seat up achievement or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, 350 is a beast for sure. For sure. But yeah, we're not far from getting a flight attendant simulator within Microsoft Flight. Think about this. Let's brainstorm, right? This idea is free. All I ask is you give me credit. Like somebody like Parallel 42 who's figured out how to make a freaking car. Or even what's the other team called? The one that's making the other car. Like all you need, like we already have apps that keep track of like passenger comfort and passenger satisfaction, and you can like, you know, do cabin service, things like that. All you need is like a little UI that pops up where you come back here, there's some people in the back, you know what I mean, and you can like say, hey, what can I help you with? You're like, hey, I want a coffee. All right, I'm gonna go get you a coffee. And I go back over here and I get them a coffee. Right? Or I could just bring the whole darn tray, which is this. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one right here. Bring the whole cart, step on the green one, you know what I'm saying? Pull it out, start pushing them. Say intentions could do it. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up. Start pushing the cart down, like, all right, we're at 2A. I got your food for you. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many people would use it, but I would. I mean, what else are you doing on a long haul? Nothing. Probably playing Flight Attendant Simulator on Steam. All right, they were asking if I get stutters when I jump to the wing view. Let's see. Yeah, that's about how it normally is. So yeah, I'm not having any issue with that personally. For that person who asked. Yeah, like Pack X, for example, they could probably do it. What's up, Sincere? Welcome to the stream. I didn't get to see you. Good to see you. You got Beyond ATC, and now you feel like you should have got, say, Intentions. Well, it's not too late. Once you're, you know, keep Beyond ATC, right? Get your money's worth. I tried Beyond ATC too. And I feel like there was a time when Beyond ATC was actually much better. It's just Say Intentions has been on the grind, man. Say Intentions been on a grizzy, like they've been working hard and adding features, improving the AI model and things like that, and it's much better than it used to be. All right, they want us to contact 12.
Contact Bangkok Control on 118.35.
That's the same thing as I said before, ain't it? We're on 12395, aren't we? Yeah, we're on 12395. That's an old message then. That's an old message. Alright, flight update. We're about 36 minutes out. If we look at our perf page here, we are 215 nautical miles away. We are planning to descend at 4:55, so we are flying real time. Right now it's 4:30. That's UTC. So in like whatever that is in math, that's how long we got till our top to drop. So we're looking good, making good time, making real good time. We'll when we get a little closer, we'll start briefing our descent. But everything's pretty much ready. Oh wait, hold on. Speaking of descent, ATC is thinking about us. So it says expect to descend in about 15 minutes. Feel free to ask if you'd like to descend sooner. That's pretty cool. That's like a little message we got from ATC there. Oh, nice. Say Intentions. I think they're about to release traffic. Whenever FS weekend is, they've been kind of hinting that they have like a new traffic injector, kind of like what Beyond ATC is doing, which is much needed, right? In this area. So I think they have one coming. They have an early version in the experimental branch that they're using, I think, but I have not seen it. So I don't know how good or bad it is, but they've been talking very highly about this new traffic injection for say intention. So again, I don't know when the FS weekend thing is happening, but I think they're cooking up something for that weekend. So we may see traffic injection on say intentions very soon. Plus, they've been working on that for a while. Since before 24 came out, they were talking about how they were working on improving it and bringing. That's the obvious next step, right? Is you have AI ATC, whether it's beyond ATC or whether it is say intentions, and beyond ATC has been working towards the same thing, right? Is that's getting traffic injection that actually is talking to ATC, being controlled by ATC, and kind of vectoring you around that traffic too, to give you the entire experience of flying with other aircraft in your airspace. One thing I say intentions is doing that beyond ATC is not doing, at least not yet, is say intentions is actually allowing you to not only inject AI traffic in the future, but they're also doing it so that you're gonna inject real multiplayer traffic. So like say intentions is about, y'all better watch this. Say intentions is about to turn into the AI version of VATSIM. I'm telling you, I'm calling it. Say intentions, but the only issue is that it's not gonna be free, right? Or it might be actually, because there is a free version of say intentions, and this feature might be for them. But like say me and let's see who's in chat, Shane in chat, right? Say me and Cho in chat want to do a flight together. We don't have to hop on VATSIM. We can connect on say intentions. I can see him, he can see me. I can hear him, he can hear me. I can hear his ATC talking back to him. Yeah, on God. And so I think that's where it's going. Actually, I know that's where it's going. They already have a version of that working. They're just trying to get the latency down. So I'm looking forward to that. I really am. I think it's cool when you can hear other people. Like I love that they give you ATC. I know this is not about say intentions. I'm just being honest. Like I actually do really enjoy the tool. But I like hearing other people like at the airport. You know, even when there's not really anybody there, you feel like somebody's there, or at least somebody's been there. I do a lot of GA flying. To airports in the middle of freaking nowhere, and I'll fly somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And I'll do my say intentions, you know, calls to the ATC, and you'll hear somebody else saying like, I don't know, what's an airport in the middle of nowhere? I don't know. I can't think of anyone right now. I can't think of any right now. But like, you know, Sugarland Tower, blah blah blah, Lake Charles, you know, you hear somebody else like doing an approach or pattern work or whatever in the area, and it just kind of makes the world feel a bit more alive. It's pretty cool. You just applied for Delta in the pilot's life. I don't know if you got any A350 airlines, but yeah, I did. I got accepted at Delta. Did I say that already? I think I did. I applied for a bunch of airlines on my pilot's life career. Sorry. And I got rejected by all of them except for Delta. So Delta was honestly not where I wanted to go. I like Delta, don't get me wrong, but I was kind of hoping to fly for some other like airline that I'm not as familiar with to kind of give me the option to fly some places and do some things that I wouldn't normally do. But yeah, I got accepted at Delta, so I already have my schedule. I got a couple long hauls in that schedule, and it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to flying the 350 all over the world. But right now we are flying over the Gulf of Thailand, and I will actually show you. Actually, can I show you the map? I can't. I can show you here, I guess. Show you on this map. Yeah, so right here, this is the Gulf of Thailand. We are going right here to VTBD. Yeah, that's where we are in the world. So, and we're about 30 minutes out from where we're going, and probably about 15 away from descending. Leo Sticks, welcome to the chat, boy. Man, Leo's been killing it on the long hauls. I've been seeing. He says he just got hired at British Airways. That's a big one right there. That's big time. I can tell you've been putting in work if you got hired at British Airways. That's big time, bro. Congrats, man. That's big time. Does the wear on the plane safe? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I just confirmed that at the beginning of today's stream. If you guys watched my video of my first look of this plane, at the end of that video, I showed the wear and tear that was applied to the plane, and this is a continuation of that. So we were at 8 quarts at the end of that video. At the beginning of this flight, we were at 8 quarts of oil, and now we're at 7.7. So we haven't used much. This is a short 2-hour flight. We're not going to use all of it, right? But if you go do like a 10-hour, 16-hour, 12-hour flight, you'll probably see like this cut in half. If not, you may use the majority of it, which is going to make you have to service your engines and your hydraulics a lot more often after doing those long hauls. Sorry. So the more you do it, the more you fly, the more it's going to wear. But as far as stuff that wears, you have your oil, your hydraulics, you have to top those off. I don't think your battery's ever going to go out because you're kind of always on external power, unless you just leave it hanging on without that. I don't know how long your APU lasts. I mean, like, I have 19 cycles on it right now so far. And then my brakes are doing just fine. I'm not sure how long that takes either. But your tires and brakes can kind of wear over time. But might be a while till we see any of that really come into play. It might be a while. But someone in chat was asking, hey, you should do an emergency. Am I confident enough to do an emergency? This is a perfectly good flight. Situations. There is a depressurization that we could do. There's GPS jamming. There's a bird strike. And we'll also lose a single random engine. We might actually do that. Maybe when we get a little closer to our destination, we might do a bird strike. I've never done it. It says to say, I think we're too high. Yeah, we're too high to do it right now. These bottom ones are actually coming soon. I'm actually really interested in this medical emergency one and the unruly passenger and the smoke in the cabin. Did you guys see just recently another Delta Airlines flight was grounded because of smoke in the cabin? Like, what is going on in aviation, bro? So these are pretty cool, interesting scenario. I like this idea of scenario based rather than just being, hey, fail this, hey, fail that. I like the idea of it like actually being a scenario where, like, hey, a depressurization event happens, but what else happens when you have a depressurization event, and all the other things, you know, that kind of spur off of that can also happen. GPS jamming. So when you fly over certain areas in the world that are under conflict, my DCS people know about this. There is something called GPS jamming and GPS spoofing. And basically there are, you know, jammers on the ground, or it might even be satellites, I don't know. But there's some jamming technology in the area or in the airspace, and they don't care if you're a airliner or an F-16 fighter jet. It's gonna start jamming your avionics. And so what happens is things like your altitude may not read correctly, your speed might not read correctly, like you might start getting warnings because your plane thinks it's diving and it's actually not diving. And so that's basically that jammer jamming up your avionics and confusing the aircraft. And that's a real thing. That's something that happens. There's a really cool video. Man, I gotta find it. I watched it a while back on YouTube. I think it was by the Flight Radar 24 people or Flight Aware. Let me just Google GPS jamming. Was it A350? Yeah. Yeah, here it is. GPS jamming and spoofing explained. It's on the Flight Radar 24 channel. Great video. I mean, I had never heard of it until I saw that video. I didn't know it was a thing. But it makes sense because there are countries under war, right? And airspaces that are technically hostile, that airliners are still flying high above. And, you know, there's people out there who are spoofing it. I think, wasn't there like somebody got a missile launch on them the other day or something crazy? So that's kind of what that's about. Hold on, we have an ATC message here on our A cards. Let's see, 118.35. We'll check in over there. 118.35. So again, if you guys are just joining us, we do have a ACARS built into the A350, and we're able to get messages from ATC. So we're going to check in with Bangkok Control. Bangkok Control, Singapore 16, flight level 400.
Singapore 116, Bangkok Control, good afternoon.
Alright, I'm going to take this video, I'm going to post it on my Discord and in the chats for those who might want to watch it. Is my Discord open? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm gonna put it into, yeah, here's my FS General, and then I'll drop it in the chat as well for those who want to see it. It's a really good video, but of course you can watch it after you're done watching the stream. Oh man. Did I see the close call? I did. I think I just saw that video on like everywhere, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, before the stream. It was a close call. Was it at Chicago? Is that where it was at?
Thai 434.
Yeah, like a business jet crossing the runway.
135.5.
Yeah, man, it's aviation's been cursed lately. But I think we'll try a bird strike scenario when we get down low, and see if we can land with one engine. I've never tried it. I personally feel more confident attempting failure scenarios in Airbus, because Airbus kind of like gives you instructions on how to fix it. On a 737, you gotta go find a manual and find like, what do I do when I lose an engine? So we'll try it. We'll try it. One thing though, I gotta warn you guys, is once you activate one of these situations, that's it. Like, you can't unactivate it. Like, you have to basically completely reload the plane, I think, to actually get rid of whatever is broken. So if we don't make it back, I'm blaming chat. All right, I'm blaming chat, because this is just we're supposed to be having a nice chill night. You know what I'm saying? First stream in the A350, and you guys want me to break it already. But I've also been flying it. This is not my first flight, so I kind of do want to. Because you're supposed to be able to see the damage of the bird strike. We're doing it. We're doing it, chat. We're doing it. We're doing it. Why not? YOLO, chat. We're doing it. We're doing it. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Don't let me forget either. I might forget. Don't let me forget. The rapid depressurization, I don't want to do that one. I know all you really have to do is just descend. Am I SAI 116 on VATSIM? Yes, that's me. All we have to do in a rapid depressurization situation on any plane is rapidly descend down below about, 10,000 feet or so before we faint. That's. But you also have to catch it. You have to catch the depressurization. But usually you'll find out. The oxygen mask probably pop out. I kind of want to know. Now I want to try them. Do my eyes deceive me? Blue streaming late at night. Yes. Oh, as our descent clearance right there. What was it called? Descend via TOOM G1 Delta into Bangkok, Singapore 116. Alright. Let's start getting a bit serious here, and or maybe not. I don't know. Let's start at least thinking about our descent into Bangkok here. We're about to reach our top of the descent. We do know a failure will happen at some point. I don't know if I can queue it or if I have to like just enable it. We'll see what happens when we get a little closer. But for now, we'll kind of go about our business as we have planned. So I'm gonna go to arrival. Arrival. We're doing the TOOMI G1. Let's go see if we can find that. Zoom in a little bit. There he goes. TOOM. Where are you? TOOM G1. I see 1A, 1B. Oh, you know what? I didn't click on the right airport. That's why I can't find it. That makes sense. All right, so VTBS, arrival, there we, okay, a lot less options now. Nice. Did I say 1G Alpha, G Delta? There it is. This is the one we want. I'm gonna pin that. And our approach that we were planning on doing was the RNAV 02 left. I'm gonna double check what the weather looks like, because if the weather is not very good, we may have to switch and find an ILS. We'll figure that out a little later. And an airport chart for Bangkok.
In 10 minutes.
Yes, 412 at flight.
There it is. That's what I want. Alright, cool.
110.
Alright, let's go to our pinned. We'll go find our arrival chart and we'll brief that. Switching to night mode because it's easy on the eyes. Alright, how far are we from our top of drop? We're 68 miles. Alright, so first let's find out what our bottom of descent is. So basically we're going to be going... What's our transition again? I think it's Alemi.
Malaysian 796
There's
requesting for the
Tumga.
descent.
Here it is. Alemi's right here.
Malaysian 796, descend flight level 300.
Alright, so we're coming in from right here. I'm going to go to Tumga at or below flight level 180 and 280 knots. We'll go from Tumga, following the Tumga 1 Delta arrival, to Bravo Sierra 414 at 250 knots, making a left turn, heading 286 to at or above 11,000 feet. We'll continue all the way till we get to the Bravo Sierra 411. That's gonna basically put us right next to the airport and put us on to a right traffic onto the downwind, down to 3,000 feet at Inca, where we can then, where I basically have in my flight plan to basically continue to the right directly into the RNAV runway 2, back into runway 2 left. So that's the plan there. If we go look at our actual RNAV 02 approach, pretty straightforward, just kind of straight in via Batim. That altitude is going to be 3,500 feet. And again, straight in. Probably won't get much vertical guidance. It does have LNAV, VNAV decision height. So we can go as low as 540. So we'll put that in our FMS. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright, 53 miles away. Let's go to approach. And we have another message. Cross Tumga at flight level 180. Will do. Will do. Alright, so winds. Oh yeah, we need winds. Weather. Alright, let's click on HC comms on the left side. We'll put this side by side. Go to D-ATIS. There we go. And I'm going to go and update all of this. Might need our alternate, right? Since we may have, we got in the ATIS, it says, hey, there's mad bird activity in the area. So we'll have to see about that. All right, let's see, visibility 6, so wind 0606. Let's go ahead and click here on the winds. Click on mag wind and 060, enter at 6 knots. So pretty light winds today. And enter. Outside air temperature is 30. We'll click on OAT. 30. And enter. Current QNH is 1017. So we'll click on QNH 1017 and 7 and enter. And then as we just saw for our minimums, we'll take a look again, showing 540. So we'll go with that. Hey, I'm trying to land this plane, even if it's with one engine. 5, I click on it first. 540. Alright, so that's set up. We'll do full flaps for landing. Approach speed at the moment is showing 139 for us. And that's it. That's set up for our approach. We'll go back to cruise. 35 miles. And on the left side, we'll put in our flight plan. And I believe 3,000 feet is our bottom altitude.
This is level 200 Malaysian.
Will it only be for 2024 or 2020? Barry, this is going to be for both 2020 and 24 on release, and Xbox as well. So I was actually very surprised. That is also all the complexities in this aircraft. The fact that they're able to figure out how to get this on Xbox blows me away. So Xbox folks, enjoy. Okay, so he wanted us to be at Tonga at 18,000 feet. We can confirm right here that it is already set in the VNAV to meet Tonga at 18,000 feet, so that is good. I like what I see there. Other than that, we are good on both ends of this. We just got to hit the altitude button when we get to there. Throw out an AC message. Am I a real Delta pilot? No, not in real life, just virtually. There's on top of the descent marker right there ahead of us. Little white arrow pointed down. You're also on TikTok monitoring chat. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. We got constraints turned on. We can turn airports on so we can see what airports are around us. We can turn the terrain radar on, which I actually really like the terrain radar in this plane. You can see everything. Look at that. You can see all the water as we're coming off of the Gulf of Thailand up into Bangkok, Thailand. And take a look outside here. Yeah, looks like it's pretty clear. Some low clouds, but I think we'll be just fine. Alright, cool. We are all set, chat. I believe we're all good to land. The ILS, actually there is no ILS, sorry. So, but if you had an ILS, it would be automatic. Oh, we forgot brake to vacate. There's a big mosquito in here. Do we have time to do that before we descend? No. So let's go ahead and descend now. We've already been clear for descent, so we'll click up on the altitude. That'll put us into descent mode. And while it's doing that, now we can do brake to vacate. So brake to vacate, super simple. I do have a tutorial already out for brake to vacate. So if you need help with that tomorrow when it releases, feel free to watch that video. But of course, as always, I'll show you in the stream too. Why not? Why make you go watch another video? And so to set up brake to vacate, basically all you need is a arrival airport. I don't think you need an arrival approach. I can't remember. I already forgot. But I know you at least need an arrival airport and an arrival runway in the FMS. If you have that, you're good to go. We're going to go to plan mode on this. And then back to zoom. And that's going to load up the destination airport. I know, right? Tomorrow can't come fast enough. What's up, Noah Aviation? I just saw you in the chat, man. Welcome aboard, bro. Andy Boyce says, big up. Hope you and the family are doing good. We are. I'm hoping the wife is asleep right now, and I'm not keeping her awake with my shouting in here in the Blue HQ. I know the baby's asleep. At least he's supposed to be asleep. All right, there's our airport diagram. So we'll zoom in. We'll zoom way in. And we'll click here, get our cursor on the ND. So we're landing 02 left. And basically, in the simplest way possible, you just need to pick a taxiway after the dry and wet line. I have dry selected right now, so we would if there was a taxiway going our direction right after it, we could pick that. But the closest taxiway is actually Foxtrot 6, so we'll just click on that and set VTV exit. And it is dry, so that's it. We're done. We'll hit auto brake. That's it. That's literally all. Like, it sounds like it should be harder to do, but that's really all you gotta do. So that's it. Brake to vacate has been set up. I'll zoom back out. So we're like 5 hours away from potential release. 5 hours. I don't know. I don't know what time. But I mean, we could be 2 hours away from potential release. I mean, for me, tomorrow is 2 hours from now. So the 26th. So any time between 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. is when you can see the thing dropping on you guys. All right, we are descending. We're looking good. There it is. Let's get the sounds up a little bit. It's very, very quiet. 10 a.m. UK time. I hope there's no birds in Bangkok. I hope there's no birds either. Dom, what are the major differences that I've noticed between 2020 and 24 in graphics? I feel like the things in 24 look a little sharper. If you look at the sun, if I can find the sun. There it is. The sun has like this God ray effect to it, or this lens glare that wasn't there on 2020. So not a big deal, but it makes a difference. The lighting, the atmospheric lighting is a little bit different. The clouds are a little different. Honestly, sometimes the 2020 clouds look better. Actually, a lot of times the 2020 clouds look better. I'll tell you what else looks better. Bangkok looks much better than Singapore in Microsoft 2024. Yeah, the night lighting is, in my opinion, better in 24 as well. The biggest differences are on the ground, though. The actual ground, like the physical ground, is, I mean, it's thousands times better quality. Now, I'm not saying, like, when I look down at the ground right now, you don't see it, but you'd have to be actually standing on the ground to notice what I'm talking about. Up here is basically the same as 2020, maybe even a little worse. 2020 seems to look better at altitude than 24. But once you get down on the ground, you can see rocks, you can see, you know, the grass, the bushes, the dirt, gravel, all that stuff is actually, like, you can see it really well on the ground. But you'll only ever notice that if you're flying a GA plane in the bushes. The trees as well are all like actual 3D models of trees rather than like these really weird, I don't know, paper cutouts they use in 2020. Do I have the cabin loaded? Yes, I do, Leo. Absolutely got the cabin loaded, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing. And yes, I do have the Avionics bay, the secret Avionics bay as well. Looks sick, man. That's economy back there for all the poor people flying. And by poor, I mean, you know, me and my friends. Bro, if I got money to fly first class, I might as well fly a private jet. Like, real talk. I might as well fly private if I got money like that. Do I like 2024 more than 2020? I personally do. I personally, one of the main reasons I like 2024 better as well is because it loads faster for me. It takes me like 12 to 15 minutes for my 2020 to actually boot up on first launch. All right, descent started, CPDLC service terminated. So yeah, that does happen. So once you start descending, they usually will actually terminate your CPDLC. So that's all good. We're already talking to them anyway. Let me make sure they didn't send us a message that I missed. No, yeah, the last thing they said was for us to descend via the arrival, which is exactly what we're doing. I need to do Singapore to JFK. I looked up that flight the other day because I saw somebody recommended. I was watching an WSSS stream the other day, and some of the people in the chat were recommending that he flies Singapore to JFK, and I was like, that sounds like a good idea. Not that I was gonna steal it, but I was like, there might be a flight I could just do for fun. And I looked it up and I was like, that's like a 16-hour flight, bro. I was like, is he gonna do a 16-hour live stream? Like, do people know?
Contact Bangkok Control on 120.5.
120.5, Singapore 116. Like, do people know how long that flight is? 19, yeah, like 19-hour flight, bro. That's not short. Like, you want somebody to live stream a 19-hour flight? Do you know what you're asking, dude? Like, I wouldn't do it. I'm not doing a 19-hour live stream. I know that's for sure. I mean, yeah, I might do a start and finish type of flight, right? Where you like, you start the stream, you end the stream, you come back and you land. Like, I might do that. There's a better chance I might do that, but I'm definitely not sitting on here for 19 hours. You know how much I could get done in 19 hours? You know what stuff I can do in 19 hours?
All aboard! Nook Air 21, Bangkok Control identified. Good afternoon.
Now, I have done 19-hour flights before. Don't get me wrong. Specifically for a pilot's life. I think when we flew for Qantas and we were flying a 787, we did some long flights. I think I did a 16, 18-hour flight in the 787. I can't remember what our longest one was, but it was long. It was real long. So yeah, I don't mind doing it as a video. I'm not saying I won't do a 19-hour flight as a video. Matter of fact, if that's what you want, I could do a 19-hour flight, Singapore Airlines flight, as a video. Let me know, but it would, because I already have some long haul plans for the pilot's life career. If I do that, that would be like a branch off of the pilot's life career, because it wouldn't technically be a part of that series, but it would be edited in a similar way. But I mean, we have some amazing ultra wide body planes now, like ultra long haul wide body long haul planes now, so like we can actually get out there and stretch our legs, you know what I mean? Like, we can get out there, we can fly 14, 18-hour flights now in the A350, in the 777, in the A380. Matter of fact, I have not done a video of a long haul in the A380 yet, and I actually want to. So we actually are a little high. He wanted us to be at 18,000 at Tumga, and we are at 20, so we're about 2,000 feet above. I think we need some spoilers. Almost there, chat. Almost there. It's 6 miles longer than Singapore to Newark. That's the longest flight in the world. Is it really? That means a lot, True Blue, that you say you missed my Apollo video. I want to bring it back. I don't think I've made a video since 24 came out. But I'm working on it. Don't worry. I am actually working on the next part. Just gotta get the time. You were about to start up a pilot's life flight. Said 14 hours from SEPM. That's South America somewhere. To Miami, only 4 hours. Seems like someone punched in the wrong number. Jesus Christ. Really? Singapore to New York is the longest flight in the world? I didn't know that. Now I actually feel like I have to do it. That changes everything, chat. Is it flown in? I guess it's flown in the A350, ain't it?
Air 681.
Oh,
Afternoon. Climbing through flight level 200 to reach flight level 340.
I guess he's flying out here too.
Bangkok Control identified. Southwest Dana.
Bangkok Control, good evening, Malaysian 797, passing flight level 201, climbing flight level 340.
Malaysian 797.
Wow, you made it captain this week. Congrats, man. I'm not even captain yet. I'm still like a senior first officer or something.
Climbing through flight level 200 for flight level 330.
I might have to, guys. I think you guys might have just convinced me to do Singapore to New York. I did not know it was the longest flight. I thought the longest flight was like from somewhere to Sydney. I thought the longest flight was from somewhere to Sydney.
Flight level of 350. Malaysian 797, Bangkok Control.
I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna Google this right now.
Climb flight level 350, knock Air 681.
Bangkok Control, Thai 676, morning. Climbing past flight level 140 to reach flight level 260.
I-676 Bangkok Control.
I've been
identified.
using
Good morning.
the Grok AI a lot
Flight level
lately.
370 Malaysia.
It's like a new Chat GPT, but it's called Grok, made by Elon Musk and all those people. Yeah, I've been using it a lot. Alright, we're at 12,000 feet. We've already passed our transition altitude.
Flight level 240, requesting the Sierra Echo Hotel November 1 Bravo arrival into 03 left.
I'm gonna update the weather here.
Blue Air 416 Bangkok Control, climb and maintain flight level
1017.
360.
Bangkok Control, FedEx 51904. Morning, climbing through flight level 160 for flight level 310.
Alright, passing through 12,000 now.
FedEx 51904 Bangkok Control.
As you can hear, it's getting a lot busier on the radio. Airport is off our nose. A little blur right there is the Bangkok International Airport.
354 Bangkok Control identified. Good morning. I-676 Bangkok Control, climb and maintain flight level
Sydney to
360.
Heathrow used to be the longest, you're saying. Project Sunrise flight isn't flying yet. That'll actually be on the 1000. So I thought Project Sunrise is already a thing. They still haven't started doing Project Sunrise yet? Huh. I heard about that a long time ago. I thought they were already flying that route. London Heathrow to Sydney has a tech stop, so that wouldn't be the longest flight then. If they're stopping for fuel somewhere. Huh. Let's see what the AI says.
Thai Asia 563, contact Don Moyang approach on 119.3.
It says, as of February 25th, today, the longest commercial flight in operation, measured by distance, is Singapore Airlines Flight 23 from Singapore to New York City.
Switching to Suvarnabhumi approach on
This non-stop flight covers a great circle distance of approximate of 15,349 kilometers or 9,537 miles and has a scheduled block time of 18 hours and 50 minutes.
Flight level 340 Bangkok, Air 354.
Okay, I'm doing it, guys. It's flown with the A350-900 ULR, an aircraft specifically designed for extreme distances. This route has held the title of world's longest scheduled commercial passenger flight since it launched back on November 9, 2020. However, I like this AI, man. However, it's worth noting that Qantas Airways is set to challenge this record in 2026 with Project Sunrise, planning on non-stop flights from Sydney to London. That's 10,000 miles, 17,000 kilometers. And Sydney to New York, which is 16,000 kilometers and 9,000 miles. Both flown by A350 1000s. Ooh, that's a 20-hour flight, fam. Oh my gosh. Alright, chat. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. I don't know when I'm gonna do it yet. That's a whole day. Like, if I start now, I would land like tomorrow around this time. How about an 18-hour stream? Yeah, I'm not doing an 18-hour stream. This is gonna be a video. It's gonna be like a 45-minute video. I'll show you guys the best parts. The Singapore flight rarely ever dispatches full. I mean, yeah, who wants to be on any plane for 19 hours? And how expensive is that flight? Yeah, it might be bang bang time. It might be bang bang time.
I-676, climb and maintain flight level
What's our altitude? We're at 7,000. Let's get our landing lights on.
Flight level 370.
ATC hasn't bothered us. We're doing pretty good. Get prepared for landing as we would normally do so. Seatbelt signs on. So far, so good. I don't know how this is gonna go, chat. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how this is gonna end. We are, yeah. I probably should be preparing for this. I should just do it and go with it and see what instincts say, and see if my experience in aviation or flight sim has taught me anything. But alright, let's see what happens, chat. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna turn the sounds up. I'm scared. I'm a little scared. Alright, we go, chat. I'm pressing the button.
Descend via East 1 Delta for the visual runway 2 left approach. QNH 1010, Cathay 345. Cathay 345, contact Savannah approach on 121.1.
Alright, it's active.
Bangkok Air 354, climb and maintain flight level 350. Climb and maintain flight level 350, Bangkok Air 354.
Look, there's a dent. There's a dent in my engine. And our plane, lever MCT, we lost engine 2, auto flight, auto throttle limited, throttle lever MCT, what's that mean? Engine 2 master off. Engine 2 damaged, yes. Is that it? I just turned it off, that's all. Alright, it's call emergency. Approach Singapore 116, reporting emergency, we lost engine 2.
Singapore 116 Heavy, Bangkok Control, identified. Good afternoon, Suvarnabhumi, QNH 1016.
Autopilot's still working. QNH 1016. Request immediate landing at Bangkok. Singapore 116. Autopilot's still working. Yes, it's throttle 2 lever IVO, engine 2 master off.
Singapore 116, descend altitude 3,000 feet. Expect vectors for the ILS approach to runway 1 at Suvarnabhumi. Contact Bangkok approach on 119.1 when ready.
Alright, order 119.1 down to 3,000, Singapore 16. I need a replay of this. Alright, we lost engine 2, we're on the single engine. Plane is still like flying itself. Autopilot's working great, but I want to feel it, so I'll pilot off. My controls.
Walker 3675, contact Suvarnabhumi Tower on 118.2.
We're a little fast. I don't want to shut up. Here.
Twin Otter, Delta Lima Romeo, IFR clearance on request. Stand by.
Rudder trim. Flaps. I can't get rid of this sound.
2,500.
I don't know how to get rid of that sound.
Maintain 3,500. Turn left heading 240 until established on the localizer.
Shut up.
Cathay 701, proceed direct lock move, cleared for
Alright, we're landing. I'm sorry.
approach.
I have to turn it down. I don't know how to get rid of that sound. Alright, gears down. The plane, I mean, it feels normal. Like, I don't feel like I'm flying with one engine, even though I am. It feels so natural. And I think the plane actually may have already done rudder trim for me, too. Because I didn't have to put any in, and it feels like it's...
1,000.
It might get harder as we get slower. Yeah, okay, now it's kind of sliding to the left here.
Zulu runway 1 approach into Suvarnabhumi. Finnair 777. Finnair 777. Contact Suvarnabhumi approach on 126.3.
Red pudding.
Suvarnabhumi approach
Yeah, there's
on
no red pudding.
126.3. Finnair 777.
Yeah, I'll get rid of it.
500. Minimum.
Here we go, here we go.
400.
Single engine landing.
Good evening, Bangkok approach.
300.
Good evening, Bangkok approach.
Bro, this fly-by-wire is
675,
crazy.
Bangkok approach identified. Good evening, Bangkok QNH 1010.
100. 50. 40.
I'm idle already.
20. 10.
Butter. Alright, no reversers. Brake to vacate is not working. So we'll do manual braking. Shut up. How do I get rid of that sound? The red button on the side stick? Oh my god, are you serious? That's all I had to do? That was annoying. I couldn't read your message fast enough. Alright, well, we made it. Alright, not bad for an amateur, I guess. I know I didn't follow the correct procedures, that's for sure. I'm sorry, chat, for the sounds. Usually I think you'd probably just exit here. Did the slides work? Okay, I gotta just experiment now, chat. Because if we had a real bird strike, we would not be taxiing back to parking. That's for sure. Even though this is a beautiful airport. Probably would have stopped on the runway. Nah, we'll go to gate. I just want to see the gate. I just want to see the gate. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, I didn't know. I guess I don't have that bound. I thought I had that button bound to silence that on my joystick, but I have to actually bind it. Do anybody know what this button's called in the key bindings? But yeah, we got hit on our right engine by a bird. Flew through the engine cowling. Yeah, I want to see some slides too, simulation aviator. I want to see if they work. We're not going to go to the completely to the gate. We'll park right in front of the gate. How about that? We'll block off this taxiway right here. AP disconnect should be the name of the binding. Thank you. Because there is a arm slide option, so let's see if they work. Let's see if iniBuilds modeled the slides. The moment of truth. I will park it here. I don't want to put our passengers through any more any more worries. I believe they usually leave the flaps down, I think, so you could slide off them, right? I don't remember. And we'll just shut her down. Is there a emergency shutdown checklist?
Thai Asia Tree 235, Don Muang departure radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 6000.
Is there
Report passing flight level.
a non-normal? A non...
Don Muang departure. Thai Asia 3212, climbing through 2600.
I don't see one. So there's no non-normal checklist. We'll just shut down like we normally would.
Departure.
Let me see, how do I...
Thai Asia Tree 212, Don Muang departure radar contact. Climb via
Toggle
the city.
slide arming. Let's try
Bangkok
that.
approach. Finnair 143, morning, descending through flight level 120.
Closed, armed is blue.
Finnair 143, heavy,
if
Bangkok
it's
approach identified.
armed-
Good morning.
Bangkok approach, AirAsia 540, evening, descending through flight level 110.
If it's armed, I should be able to go back there and just open it, right?
Bangkok approach identified. Good evening, Bang Yai QNH 101.
I shut him up. I should be able to just go back here and open it, right? Let's see.
All aboard!
This works.
Lufthansa 772 Super, Bangkok approach identified. Good afternoon, Bangkok QNH.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. That made me get out the plane. I want to deploy the slide. How do I deploy the slide? Maybe I gotta open the door from here. Let's see. Transit. Transit. What's that say?
772, contact Suvarnabhumi. Approach on 121.1.
Okay, that should have deployed the slide just now. If the slides are armed and we open a door, right? Am I wrong about this? Yeah, I don't think they did it. They didn't model it. All right, we found a flaw. We found a flaw. There's no slide. There's no slide. Yeah, there should be slides on all these. If I go toggle arming, I wonder if it does it. Let's see. We're gonna figure this out, chat. I want to see if they do it. That's a long jump, right? Very long jump. Man, if I really hope they do have it. I don't think they're gonna have it. They deploy on the A300. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, if they deploy on the A300, then they should deploy here. I'm gonna hit this button here and see what it does. If I do the green, let's see what happens now. Because the deploying the slide should be like a flight ending thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's basically total loss. That's like airbags coming out on the car. That's a very expensive repair. No slide. Dang it, chat. Ah, I was really hoping for some slide action. Maybe engine's off. Let's try and see it. That would make sense, right? I just worry I'm gonna lose the EFB when I turn the engine off. All the screens usually go off when I do it. Yep, that's what I was worried about right there. That's what I was worried about. Battery's on, but we lost that. Let's see. Keep the APU on. I probably should have turned the APU on to begin with. Alright, engine is off. No slide. Let's see. Let's try getting the APU on. I should have done that when we landed. Or before we even... Actually, as soon as we lost the engine, we should have turned the APU on. Parking brake is on. Yep. Armed is blue. Okay. It's on the quick reference. I don't know if we have a quick reference card in this plane, like inside the aircraft. You don't want to get sucked into the engines like GTA. I know, right? Alright, is APU starting up? It should be. I really want to see if we get slides deployed. I didn't even know you could deploy the slides on the A300. It's never happened to me. It's never happened to me. Oh, you know, that's true. I could just change the screen to menu. How do I do that again? Is it this button? Yeah, this one. I forgot about that. It'd be cool if GSX had like a emergency landing scenario thing. That'd be cool. Toggle slides arming. That's the APU firing back up. Let's just see if I hit this button, what happens. No, I don't think it's modeled, guys. I don't think it's modeled. It would have happened by now. It would have happened by now for sure. Yeah, it would have happened by now. Let me know if you see anybody else figure out how to get the slides to deploy. It wouldn't surprise me if they didn't model it. I mean, you know, of all the things not to model, it's not the worst. So, is what it is. We'll just hop out. I don't think we can even watch the replay. I think the plane is broken. But let's see what we got damage. Yeah, it's a big dent on the nose. Our lights are still on. Alright, let's go. I tried opening the door manually, it wouldn't let me. It just takes me outside the plane. So yeah, there is a damage on the nose. No blood though. I wonder if they took the blood off. In the preview, they showed blood on the nose. And I wonder if, like, Microsoft saw it and was like, no, you can't do that or something. Because there's no blood. There should be blood. Yeah, look at that. Look at that dent. Ooh. Wow. This is the first plane in Microsoft I can think of that has actually taken physical plane deforming damage. You know? And I'm all for it. I like it. I'm all for it. Yeah, no blood though. So I assume we flew through a flock of birds. One bird hit the nose. Either the same bird, probably not the same bird, but another bird went and hit the engine. We didn't lose any engine blades. I'm not surprised we didn't lose an engine blade. And then I don't see any damage back here. Oh yeah, I forgot we can open it, right? Yeah. Hit the evacuation switch. I don't know where it is. We can try one more time to go inside and see if we can find a door we can actually click on. But I don't think they modeled it, guys. I don't think they modeled it. We'll try the second door, not the main one, but the second one back here. It's as fast as I can run. You just saw evac. Is there an evac switch? Maybe I gotta do that. It's on the overhead? Okay, I'll go back and look after I check if I can do anything with this door. Yeah, so when you click on it, it just takes you outside. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right, what is this door? What is this switch you got to talk about? An evac switch? Where is the evac switch? There's the ELT switch. Is that overhead? Evac switch is either on overhead or sensor pedestal. Let's see. Let me know if you see it, guys. Let me know if you see it. Left side overhead. Alright, I'm on the left side. Got ELT, fuel emergency jettison. Evac. What does that do? Anything? I pressed it. Oh, it's flashing. Bro, if it made noises, that'd be wild. No, I don't hear anything. Am I supposed to hear anything? Yeah, I think it's a bust, guys. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I don't think anything's gonna happen. What's this button do? I don't know. With the APU on, try closing and reopening the doors too. It might reset it. Okay. The evac system triggers visual and audible alerts in the cabin. Alright, so I did not actually do anything. It lets you click it, but nothing happened. So I don't think they went that far with the model. Just resetting the doors. So green is closed, blue is armed. When a door is armed, if you open that door, it should, like, the slide should come out. That's the way it works. That's why you have to disarm the doors before you exit the aircraft, or else the slide will deploy. So I don't think there's a slide in this plane. That is okay. That is okay. My doors won't actually shut though. Maybe it thinks they're... Make it red? Red would be open, right? Yeah, we might have broke it. It thinks they're closed, but they're definitely open. And it won't even let me, like... Let's turn off GSX. Maybe GSX is throwing us off. Alright, they're red. I hope this works. Nope. Nope. We got a pretty big jump ahead of us, guys. A pretty big jump. I did record that landing. Let's see after all that if we can actually play it back or not. I've had some issues with the flight control replay where it records. Okay, it worked this time, thank God. Sometimes it records, but like it won't come back up to watch. Alright, before we go, I would like all the doors to be shut in the replay. So let's go ahead and close all. Including the engine bay. So we'll run back here and close that. Welcome, Warhawk Killer. Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. We just did a simulated bird strike and single engine landing. Spoiler alert: we did live to talk about it. All right, so we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and hit play on this, and we'll fast forward.
2,300, 100.
That's good. Yeah, we're on beta. buttered that for sure. Alright, let's run it back. And give me the cinematic view. Oh, the rat is out. Gotta get the angle just right, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get the angle just right. Was the rat out the entire approach? I'm actually curious about that now. Alright, rewind back a little bit and play. That flare almost looked like a tail strike. It might have been. Let's see. Let's see. Is this gonna be a video? No, I don't plan on making it a video. Just for you guys. That was honestly one of my better landings in this plane. That was honestly one of my better landings in this plane. With one engine. With a single engine. Yeah, no tail strike, not even close. It's weird, like the plane, I don't know if it's the fly-by-wire system or some kind of backup system or what it is, but like flying with one engine just doesn't feel like I remember it feeling. Like I've landed planes with one engine before, and this one just like it again, I'm not a real A350 pilot, so I don't know all the technicalities of what happens and what systems are backing up what system, but I could have swore it automatically set a rudder trim for me because I didn't do it. I didn't set a rudder trim. I felt like the plane was still, even with the autopilot off, in a way assisting me to get back on the ground. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that new fly-by-wire tech is pretty intense, man. Look, you guys see the little vertices coming off of the engines? Can y'all see that in the... like SimFX, except not SimFX, built into the plane. Oh yeah, landed like a 757 with the nose way up there. Yeah, so the rudder is all auto. That's crazy. I know, man. I'm trying to get freaking Parallel to send me early access to that chase plane. If you're watching, bro, send me the link. Send me the link, Chase plane. I am waiting for that. I'm tired of this Microsoft freaking replay crap. I really am. I need me some Chase plane in my life. That's us. We can watch it from the wing, the dead engine view. Oh, we still on freaking VATSIM? Oh crap. We're on VATSIM this whole time. Alright, let's hit play. Bro, if they got some photogrammetry out here in Thailand and in Singapore, we have some really nice scenery. Look up double sunrise on Qantas. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that Singapore flight you guys mentioned earlier. That Singapore to New York JFK. At 19 freaking hour flight. Now we have a 350 in a sim. I'm trying to think when I'm gonna be able to do that. I might be able to pull it off this weekend. I'll be busy over the weekend, which is perfect for a long haul like that because I'm not gonna be at my computer anyways. That might be a good chance to do it. Might be a good chance to do it. Yeah, it's a big dent. Big dent. We got her down safely, though. I'll tell you what, we'll still be on the news, though, with all these aviation incidents going on. We've been in the spotlight. Where does this one rank among my favorite aircraft, I assume? For airliners, number one for sure. A350 is number one for me. Phoenix is number two. And I would say PMDG 777. No, wait. Ooh, that's tough. I want to say PMDG 777 is number three for airliners, but it's close with iFly. I really like the iFly, and I'm battling whether the iFly deserves to be third or fourth. I'm not sure. But that's kind of my ranking right now for airliner specifically. I say airliner specifically because when you add GA, you add a whole nother thing. You got the A2A Comanche, the Black Square aircraft, and things like that, and I'm not going to compare them. So, yeah, let's get the belly cam, my favorite. It says iFly is greater than PMDG. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Oh yeah, I know that was there. Never mind. The little hydraulic panel. That was cool though. I personally do. I don't do this enough, but I do enjoy the simulated failures. I don't do it often enough. Usually I'm like kind of like gung ho on getting to my destination and kind of doing the flight I intended to do. I wouldn't mind something like this having the potential of happening randomly. But I really do enjoy doing failures, but the only thing about failures is that I feel like I want to be prepared for it, right? Like I never train these scenarios. I need to learn the correct procedures, which is basically what real pilots do. They spend most of their time working through failures in different scenarios, and that's the stuff that separates someone like me and a real world pilot. Is that real world pilots spend the majority of their training and currency on not just flying the plane in the systems, but learning what happens if these systems go wrong, right? That's the big difference between us flight simmers and a real airline pilot, is that right there. But we can, you know, simulate those things in the sim if the plane allows us to, and the A350 does have many failures and situations we can do. So the bird strike one is pretty cool. Landing with one engine is also another scenario where you can lose both engines. There's another scenario where they have the cabin depressurization. That one could be pretty fun. Imagine you're at 40,000 feet, you get a rapid pressurization, decompressurization, and you got to descend like, I mean, freaking 10,000 feet per minute down to, you know, 10,000 feet or something. Like, that will be intense. And then what do you do after that? Where do you go from there? Can you fix it, or do you have to go find somewhere to land? That's a pretty cool concept. Very cool concept. Captain Sim at number 2. Y'all trolling for real. You got iFly at third? Yeah, that's tough. I'm still gonna give PMDG. I'm gonna give PMDG. I'm gonna give the 777. I'm gonna give it third. I'll put iFly on 4. I'll put iFly on 4. Alright guys, one more window view, and then we'll go and do one more flyby, and we'll get out of here for the night, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us again. Big shout out to iniBuilds for supporting the stream, supporting me by allowing me to stream this early access. I seriously cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on this plane. I think you're really gonna enjoy it. And I'm really hoping, I'm rooting for iniBuilds. I hope that their servers can handle it. I hope the Microsoft servers can handle it. I hope Navigraph servers can handle it. And everybody else is affected by it. But it's really been an enjoyable plane to fly. And I'm telling you, I mean, you've heard it from other content creators as well. For me, my honest opinion is this is my new #1 plane for flight sim, with Phoenix a very close second. Again, it doesn't blow Phoenix out the park at all, but Phoenix is still a very close second. Phoenix has so many things to offer, and it doesn't replace the Phoenix either. It's a very different mission, right? This is a long haul, ultra long haul aircraft. Many of us are gonna fly this plane like this first week, and we're gonna be burnt out on long hauls in like 7 days. Watch, and we'll be right back in our Phoenix. We'll be right back in our PMDG 737s, our iFlies, and our regular narrow body workhorses, right? But we're gonna bring out that special A350 for across the pond for that event and things like that. So But I think it's definitely a plane, so I think it's a must-have. It's going to be the new must-have for Flight Sim in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and 24. Even though you may only fly it, may not fly it as often as your Phoenix. It's going to be one you're going to definitely want to have. And if you need help, guys, I have tutorials on basically everything. I have a full flight tutorial that I've already put together. It's already on my YouTube channel. If you need help kind of learning some of the systems and flying it, go through there. There's some little things. It's not a hard plane to fly.
Welcome to our destination. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been turned off. We remind you to check around your seat for any personal belongings before you leave the aircraft. On behalf of the crew, thank you for flying with us today, and we look forward to welcoming you again soon.
Yeah, I was saying it's not a very hard plane to fly. There's just a few little things, that they've incorporated that you may just not know off the bat.
A350
right?
aircraft.
So, and that's the reason why I made my tutorials. I also did my best to make my tutorials as short as possible. So, if you want to get really deep in depth, sorry, that's loud. If you want to get really deep in depth, there are some great other content creators who've made some longer tutorials. So definitely check those out if you want to get like really the nitty-gritty. I know a lot of you guys like that. But for those of you who just want to get in here and get flying, I have both a quick flight and a quick start guide already up on YouTube, as well as one going through the EFB, showing you brake to vacate and some of the other key features that you may want to learn. So let me know what you think of those tutorials, and if there's anything better I can do with them, or if there's any other types of stuff you would like to see a tutorial from, let me know that as well. But one more time, let's do, let's see what angle. Let's do from behind this time. Do one more view and I'm gonna get out of here. Again, thank you True Blue for hanging out with us, man. I really appreciate it. Welcome to Bangkok, Thailand in the A350. You guys have given me an idea to do the longest flight, and I'm gonna have to try it now. I'm gonna have to try it now. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to doing a 19-hour. Imagine the takeoff roll when you have a loaded A350 doing a 19-hour flight. That's gonna be nuts. Anyways, guys, one last time, thank you, Random Video Editor, Simulation Aviator, JT810, Eli, Mike and Nelson, Ruben GG, Nova Speed, NFDD, GD, SH, SH, SD, HSF. Thank you as well, my friend. And to everyone else who hang out with us. Shout out to Say Intentions if you guys are curious and want to try out AIATC. Check out the link in my description and give it a try. There's also a free version as well. So until next time, guys, remember you have three choices: give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. Have a good night. I'm out. Butter.